SBC Media Partners presents Shikellamy Braves Football with Kevin Herr and the Chief Dave Ritchie. Shikellamy Braves Football on WKOK Sports.
To Alumni Stadium here in Milton. Kevin Herr along with the Chief Dave Ritchie and our WKOK Sports YouTube crew. Steve Williams is our statistician tonight as the Shikellamy Braves make their entrance for the first time here in 2025. To our right to left as we view things here in Milton. They'll be in their all-white uniforms, brand new jerseys with maroon and blue trim and the maroon numerals. The Milton Black Panthers will be in their all-black uniforms, white trim and orange numerals in lettering as we get things started for week number one. The last time these two teams met, Chief, this game went overtime.
Sure did, and it ended in a very dramatic way with a 97-yard touchdown run, I think on a third down play. Shikellamy had Milton pinned inside their own 10-yard line, and the quarterback got outside, and Minium went down and scored, and I think the score was 20-17. I think that's what it ended up. So
well, it ended up going to overtime. The Braves tried to go for two, missed it because they were basically out of gas at that point, and that big run late in the game was the turning point.
Yes, it was.
And that was one of the reasons they were out of gas and that run went so as well as it did. The Braves, as I said, and the Milton Black Panthers making their appearance on both sidelines. Brody Raybuck will be leading the way for the Shikellamy Braves. Behind him will be Vaders, Keeley, Kiefer. Pollock will be the receiver along with Stahl, Brumbaugh, and Charlie Walter. Ryan DePhillips is back as the kicker for the sophomore. Up front, it will be Rosinski, Johnson, Bingaman, and Purdy, and a late change for the Braves as Bender is out with an illness or unavailable tonight. The Braves will make a change there, and that will actually now be
Bias.
Jackson Kashuba, the junior.
Jackson Kashuba's coming in. Okay.
So there's your starting lineups as we have them for the Shikellamy Braves. The Milton Black Panthers, we were unable to get a starting lineup for the Black Panthers, so we're going to, at best guess, tell you that Chase Lytle will be the quarterback, the 6'178" senior. The running backs will likely be Wolf, Canello, Fisher, and Reynolds. Rhodes, Wirtz will also be the receivers, and that's pretty much all we can tell you. There were no kickers listed on the roster that we received as well. So again, welcoming you for the first time here this season on News Radio 1070 WKOK and the WKOK Sports YouTube channel. Our streaming audio presented by Lackawanna College. You can stream this anywhere in the world at WKOK.com. on the SBC, iHeartRadio, Odyssey, TuneIn radio apps, and on your Amazon Alexa if you have the WKOK skill. All the captains are out on the field, and the coin toss will be happening here in just a few short seconds. And it will be Milton that has won the toss. I'm going to correct that. Shikellamy won the toss. They have elected to receive, and they will be moving left to right as we have things here to start things off. We'll take this opportunity to pause 10 seconds. This is Shikellamy Braves football presented with the streaming audio presented by Lackawanna College. Shikellamy getting the ball to start things off here tonight. Moving left to right as we view things here in the opening quarter. First trip for the Shikellamy Braves at the new home of the Milton Black Panthers. What was Alumni Field, now Alumni Stadium. Revamping a little bit of the stands. The press box also revamped, as well as the field now being turf. And I believe Shikellamy only playing one game on grass this year. Hard to believe.
Jersey Shore.
And that's the Jersey Shore game.
Kevin, this place was leveled.
Yes.
It was leveled.
You're right.
They didn't revamp. They just leveled it.
It was a redo.
Yeah, and they used to have the square corners on the track, which was ash, But right now we have an 8-lane all-weather track, which is the envy of Coach Jim Bell down at Shikellamy.
It'll be Thomas to the near side. To the far side, the 0 of Vaders. Doing the kicking for the Milton Black Panthers is a number we don't have on our roster.
You're right. We do not have number 27.
We apologize, but we are going by. There are a lot of empty numbers on the roster that we have, but number 27 is set up to kick the ball away.
Be interesting to see once Shikellamy gets the ball if they're going to try to establish the run, or knowing Coach John Schaefer, he's probably going to chuck the ball.
And here comes the kick from the 40-yard line, right down the middle, high end kick. Pollock will look like he takes it, and he does at the 4, to the 10, right to the middle of the field, now to the 20, to the 23-yard line, and he's met and dropped at the 24-yard line. That's where Thomas Pollock will be stopped, and on the tackle for the Black Panthers will be Brady O'Rourke.
Nice tackle. It was almost like a fireman's carry. All right,
It was. So Braves will take it out to the 24-yard line, 1st and 10 for their first offensive possession of the brand new season. 2 receivers come out to the near side for the Braves. Stahl is there along with Walters in the slot. 1 receiver to the far side. Backs are split in the shotgun. Brody, direct snap. He'll hand it off left side. Big hole off the 25-yard line to the 27-yard line. And that is where Kiefer will take it for a gain of 3. Looked like he actually was going to get more than that, but that hole collapsed.
Well, the linebackers for Milton did a terrific job. They just he got through the initial line. There was a hole there, but all the linebackers filled and made the tackle.
Now Raybuck again with 2 running backs behind him. Kiefer will go in motion. The handoff off the right side, and there is absolutely nothing there. It'll be a loss of 2 yards as the left side of the Milton Black Panthers defense just collapsed on him, leading the way.
Luke Keeley was the one that ran the ball.
Another number that's not on our roster there.
You put your one halfback in motion to the right, and Keeley took the direct handoff right over the right guard, right tackle, and you said Milton stuffed it.
Yeah, the linebacker number 52, who's not on our roster, also made the play. Raybuck now 3rd down and 6. Has time, rolls out to the far side. Now he's going to run, cuts at the inside, gets to the 30-yard line, and he's going to be well short of the 1st down, and it will be likely 3 and out, as it'll be 4th down and 4 for the Shikellamy Braves at their own 30-yard line.
And that's why that's why Milton probably wanted to be on defense first and see what they could do, and they did a nice job. We got 4th and 4, so if I'm not mistaken, it'll probably be Brody Raybuck that's going to do the punting too. Jackson
Wirtz, the linebacker that made the great play on the running play on 2nd down for Milton.
I think he had a lot to do with the tackling of Brody that time too on the third play. So
Monty Fisher back deep for the Black Panthers. Shikellamy with Raybuck punting it from his own 15. He got a short one, a wobbler, hits at the 40, goes away from Montgomery, lets it hit, rolls to the 35, and that's where it will stop and be down at the 35-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Milton Black Panthers at the 35-yard line, but you're right, there is a flag on the play, back almost at the line of scrimmage. Likely in the vicinity of holding, or maybe a lineman left a little bit early. The officials are going to talk it out, and it looks like it is against Shikellamy because they're just putting the ball right back. So the official puts the flag back in his pocket and decides not to tell us what it is.
No explanation.
Here it goes. It'll be a block in the back against the Milton Black Panthers, so it is against Milton. And that was an early in the block in the back. I mean, that was almost a line of scrimmage. Put that ball back to the 25-yard line on the near hash. 1st and 10 from the Milton 25-yard line.
Well, we'll see what the Braves defense can do here.
Shikellamy Braves football on the WKOK Sports YouTube channel, sponsored in part by Wise Markets and Zimmerman Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram Truck. So Lytle is the quarterback. He will get the direct snap. He will hand it off right up the middle. Looking for a little bit of running room is Canello. And Canello will be snowed under for a gain of about a half a yard.
Yeah, nice job by Brody Raybuck in on that tackle. But I think, if I'm not mistaken, if I can get the number 15. All right,
that's going to be Crawford.
No, 15 for Shikellamy is
that's Corbin Stahl.
He came up and put a nice hit from his safety position.
1 receiver coming to the near side. That's Souter. Backs are split in the shotgun. That's where Lytle has the ball right now in the shotgun. He will hand it off over to the right side. A little bit of running room there for Fisher. Fisher crosses the first down marker, crosses the 40 into the 44-yard line. They'll spot his knee down at the 43, 1st and 10, and a gain of 13.
Well, they put Brady Wolf in motion, and he went through his tight end, and he went from left to right, and he helped a lot on that blocking of the. It just ran off tackle. That's all it was on the right side.
First down of the ball game goes to the Milton Black Panthers. Braves will put 5-6 men up front now in motion to the near side. One is Wolf. The handoff up the middle, and it's going to be Fisher again, and Fisher bulls his way down to the Shikellamy 48-yard line, a gain of 9 on that first down carry.
Well, same play to the opposite side, Kevin, and again, nice hole between the tackle and the guard, or between the end and the guard on that side. And that means somebody's getting our linebackers, because the linebackers have to fill that hole, and both times he's come through there clean.
One receiver to the far side, that's Souter. Quarterback splitting the running backs, and it's going to be another running play again to Fisher. Fisher will get close to the line, or to the first down marker, but he's going to fall just a whisker short.
Yeah, that was a nice job. Although there was a little bit of a problem at the exchange between the quarterback and the halfback that time. That might have been enough to throw the timing off too.
Just held things up enough.
The mesh point got screwed up, and Shikellamy with kind of a big third down here.
Don't forget, anytime tonight you can go to WKOK.com, click on our scoreboard. We'll get you updated on games throughout the area. 3 receivers far side on this 3rd down and 1. The quarterback calling for the ball. Handoff right up the middle. It's going to be a first down gain into Shikellamy territory further to the 41-yard line. A nice little shot off the right side by Jaden Canello, the senior. That'll be a gain of 8.
A little bit of counter action there. A little bit, going to the left and coming back to the right side. But again, they're attacking that, I call it the number 2 hole, which is between the tackle and the tight end. And again, boy, when you get through and there's no linebacker there, you're going to pick up some yards till your defensive backs catch up.
Right now, Milton has not even thought of throwing the football because the running game is going so well. Lytle with back split, one wing now in motion. They're going to give to the near side, breaks a tackle, pushes a blocker in front, gets to the 40, and then snowed under at the 40-yard line is Fisher. That'll be a gain of 2 to the 39. They'll spot him just beyond the 40. Oh, actually going to move him back to the 40-yard line.
Yeah, nice job of turning everything inside. Broomball was there along with, I got number 21 out here. That's Maddox Hoover, who also turned it inside. But again, good lateral movement by the entire Shikellamy defense.
Right now, this is a key 3rd down for Shikellamy. Their 4-4 defense being tested against this run, or key 2nd down rather, correction. 2 receivers in each direction, spread formation. They're showing blitz from up the middle. Now directing traffic is Lytle, changing the blocking scheme on this 2nd down. Maybe changing the play, and he took too much time.
Or did they call timeout?
Well, let's see if they got the timeout in time. Nope, it's going to be delay a game against Milton. That'll make it 2nd down and 14.
Yeah. Kevin, it always seems to be first games that you're moving the ball right along, and then something happens that you end up there are not many plays or many yards for penalties, but 5 yards here is a lot. Okay, to mess up your drive.
Coach Hort would call it a malfungi.
Yeah.
4 receivers again in the pattern on this 2nd down and 14. Lytle calling for the ball. Brave showing blitz up the middle. Play action, rolling out. Gets it to his receiver on the near side. That's Wolf. Wolf breaks a tackle, scoots across the 35. Inside the 35 to the 34-yard line. That'll be a big gain. Got all of the 5 yards back plus a bonus 6. It'll bring up about a 3rd down and 3 as Stahl made the tackle.
Well, last year Brady was hurt. He didn't get a chance to play at a shoulder operation. Nice catch, and he should have been stopped at the line, but Shikellamy got to do the first tackler, Once you get some steam going, he's a lot of kid to bring down.
This is a crucial third down. This might be 4-down territory as well. One man in motion. That's Wolf to the wing to the right side. Shotgun formation. Back to pass is Lytle. Lytle looking long downfield. Overthrew his intended receiver. It is incomplete. Flag on the middle of the field in the general vicinity of a hold.
And he just signaled it. It is a hold against Milton. So if they mark it from the spot of the hold, which I think was where the flag, he threw the flag at, I would think Shikellamy, instead of taking
it's a 12-yard. It's about a 12-yard penalty.
Yeah, I would think they would take the penalty here.
Yeah, this is one of those roll the dice penalties. I mean, it's not quite long enough to feel comfortable with it, but it's third and short enough that you don't want to give them a fourth down opportunity to go for it.
It'll be fourth, and it's either going to be third and, like you said, probably 15 or 16, or it's going to be 4th and 4.
It will be third down. The Braves will accept the penalty, and that'll march it back to the Shikellamy 46-yard line. With 5:17 remaining here in this quickly moving first period, both teams still scoreless, and Milton in their first possession of the game after holding Shikellamy to a 3-and-out.
Well, Milton has had 3 penalties, 2 the 10-yard variety and 1 5-yard. So we'll see what they come up with here.
Field starting to get shaded a little bit now. Temperatures in the low 80s here at kickoff. Back to pass Lytle. Pressure's coming from the outside. Raybuck's got him for the sack at the 41-yard line of Shikellamy. A big sack for Brody Raybuck in his first of the season.
Well, he fired, Kevin, but he came around the end. And that was quite a nice job of speed to get the quarterback. But the other thing was the receivers were well covered, and the quarterback had the ball a little bit too long. So it's going to be a punting situation here.
So taking the penalty worked out very well as
Yes,
that put him in a passing situation, and an 11-yard sack for Raybuck makes it 4th down and yikes. 4th and 30. Here comes the punt. Gets it away. It goes up and toward the sideline. Bounces, takes a Milton roll, and that will roll for an inside the 20 at the 17-yard line. We'll take a timeout. 4:24 to go here in the first quarter. Milton nothing, Shikellamy nothing. This is Shikellamy Braves football on WKOK, on the WKOK Sports YouTube channel, and streaming presented by Lackawanna College.
It's your grandma's recipe. It's his grandpa's legacy. It's your weeknight dinner. It's her early morning harvest. It's your family time. It's their family farm. For more than 100 years, Wise Markets has stocked our shelves with produce and dairy products from local farms. And when you want to give your family fresh, high-quality food, you can trust the stores that carry our family name. Eat better, spend less. That's Wise.
With a 1st and 10 from their own 17-yard line, their second possession here in a scoreless first quarter. Raybuck all alone, has a man in motion. Play fake to Raybuck right up the gut to the 25, to the 30, to the 35, and to the 36-yard line.
And there's a penalty.
And there is a flag. Can't quite see where is that flag, Chief?
No, it's
okay.
It's a warning the sidelines.
Warning.
A sideline warning.
Yep.
That's what happened. But he threw it right after the tackle, and I thought, wow, that would be a shame for Brody's run there.
Well, that'll get it for a gain of 19 for Raybuck on his first carry of the ball game, or his first big scramble of the ball game. Actually, not really a scramble. It was a design quarterback draw.
Quarterback draw.
We have 3 receivers now. Braves with their first down of the game. Raybuck now sends a man in motion. Play fake, straight drop, setting up, fires it, and it is incomplete. Might have thrown it just a little bit wide there of Luke Keeley, but kind of worked in the Braves' favor because Keeley was not going to go anywhere with it.
No, nice job by number 5. Is 5 on our roster?
Yes, that is Ja'Cory Brown.
He did a nice job of reading, first of all, that Keeley was over there in that little, just a little fade pass, and he was right there and would have made the tackle, but the ball was incomplete.
2nd down and 10 for the Braves. One back to the sidecar of Raybuck, and a timeout. Not quite sure exactly what the timeout is for.
They moved the ball up. They had the ball.
Wrong spot.
Yeah, the ball was at the wrong spot. You're right.
All right, so well, it's the first game for the officials, too. Ball at the 40, or make that the 38-yard line. Nope, 37-yard line of Shikellamy. Raybuck now with the direct snap. Has a receiver looking. Finds the slant pattern. It is complete to Pollock. Pollock makes a man miss. Has the first down to the midfield stripe. He's dropped down there after a gain of 12. Again, the first thing with Pollock, if you're a defender, is you've got to make the first tackle. If you don't make him on the first hit, he's going to buy another 4 or 5 yards.
A nice spin move to get out of the grasp, and he was probably maybe just a couple fingers away from going the distance.
By the way, that was his first touch of the game. You were talking about that in the pregame show. Raybuck now will hand it off. Coming back to the near side is Kiefer. Kiefer, big hole up the middle across the 45. And now that offensive line is really starting to make things move with a gain of 6 to the 44-yard line.
Little inside handoff on the halfback coming back to the right side and, just found the seam. And you're right, Kevin. Somebody has to block down, get the linebacker, and don't let any penetration get to the mesh point. So it was a good job by the line.
Clock winding with 3:24 to go here in the first quarter. Raybuck now will swap sides, or have the running back swap sides with him. He'll send a man in motion, and we'll have a flag.
Somebody's offsides. Braves.
Somebody might have lined up that way, yeah. It is a dead ball foul against the Braves, so that'll be 5 yards. It'll be back to a 2nd and 9 now.
What did I say about those little penalties, those 5-yard penalties? I mean, now instead of second and 4, we've got 2nd and 9, almost 2nd and 10, to be honest.
Just about, yeah. 2 receivers at the short side of the field. That's the far side, moving left to right here in the first quarter. Actually, it's 3 over there now. Raybuck will send a man in motion. He does make the pitch to the man in motion, coming to the near side with a little bit of running room. And he'll come up with about 2 yards before he's slapped down. That's Bobby Felmy, the freshman.
Bobby Felmy, whose position is quarterback, but with Brody there, you got to get his speed and his agility in there also. So a little flanker reverse.
Well, but he also... They've had a couple of guys that could throw the ball from that position, and don't be surprised if he does somewhere down the line. 3rd down and 6 from the Milton 47-yard line. First trip in the Black Panther territory. Raybuck all by himself. Has some grass in front of him, or turf in this case. Spun down 2 yards short of a first down at the 42-yard line.
So how confident are you of your offense? I mean,
I think you got to go here.
Be the first big decision that the Braves are going to make.
I think you got to go, and you got to go quick, Chief.
Yeah, that's what they're doing.
And that's exactly what's going to happen. Raybuck in. He's going to push, and he is going to drive his way down to the first down at the 40-yard line. That's, a couple of years ago, that was the Raybuck train with his brother leading the way.
I think that might be the original tush push.
The
Eagles probably copied it off of Shikellamy.
That's what it was, I'm sure. Are they going to bring out the change? Nope, they're going to just move them down. First and 10 for Shikellamy with 2:01 to go in the quarter.
That's the second player for Milton that has lost their helmet during this drive.
Here's the play fake. Raybuck sends it to Pollock on the swing pass. Pollock tries to get to the outside. Stiff arm, drug down at the line of scrimmage. May have gotten a half a yard to the 39-yard line. And that will...
When you run that play, Kevin, the receiver out there along with Pollock has to get down 4 yards and block somebody, and they didn't, all right? And that left everything free. Pollock had to try to get around 3 guys instead of just 1.
Clock stopped with 1:31 to go. Now the clock winds. Raybuck with a shotgun sidecar to the left. Calls the signals, gets the direct snap. Pressure coming from the backside, sets up. Back foot firing into the corner, and an adjustment incomplete. He was looking on the far side, trying to find Corbin Stahl, who made an adjustment around the defender, but really tight coverage by Canelo.
Yeah, good job on the defense, and basically, he had good position. The ball was a little bit underthrown, but, I think it was catchable. And I'll bet you Corbin thinks it was catchable, too.
That might have been intentionally underthrown, though, because of giving Corbin a chance to come back for it. But, again, it was a back foot throw for Raybuck, so it's hard to get anything on it, too. Look at that. I'm just arguing with myself in week 1 already.
Yeah, you are. I'm not going to argue with you.
2 receivers to the far side. Ball in the near hash mark. Raybuck Play action, rolling out to the far side. He's going to look, finds a man short, incomplete, just about taking that one for a pick six was Fisher. He stepped right in front of the intended receiver. I think that was Charlie Walter
yeah.
That was the intended receiver there, and he would have been long gone.
Yes, he would, and that's what you do if you're playing back there at a safety position. You kind of read like you're a center fielder and read the field, and good timing, but not the best timing. The best timing, he would have had it and went for 6, but great play by the Milton senior.
4th down and 10. That'll bring up a punting situation as Raybuck will try to get an inside the 20 here, and a timeout called by Milton. We'll take a timeout with them. 1:10 to go here in the first quarter. When we return, it'll be 4th and 10. This is Shikellamy Braves football on News Radio 1070 WKOK, on the WKOK Sports YouTube channel, and streaming presented by Lackawanna College. And 10 at the Milton 39-yard line. A punting situation coming up for the Braves after the timeout. They'll have 2 timeouts remaining with 1:10 to go here in the first quarter. I'd like to welcome those of you listening on WKOK streaming and on our WKOK Sports YouTube channel. There's one angled to the sideline, hits at the 20, takes a bounce inside the 10, rolls to the sideline at the 9, and that's where they'll spot it, at the 9-yard line. So with 1 minute remaining here in the quarter, Milton will have the ball at their own 9-yard line with 91 yards to go. WKOK's coverage of Shikellamy Braves football on the WKOK Sports YouTube channel is presented by Christ Wesleyan Church, Service First Federal Credit Union, and Sunbury Motor Company.
Brody couldn't have done it any better. I
No.
mean, yeah, he could have. He could have got inside the 5, but that was a nice pitch, a nice punt.
Statistically, though, there is no inside the 5, just inside the 20.
Okay. I'll believe you.
1st and 10. They'll spot it actually at the, it's about the 9-yard line. They're going to line it up at about the 9. And in the quarterback slot now will be Lytle. Lytle with the direct snap. He'll hand it to the near side and find Fisher. Fisher across the 10. Drags a couple of tacklers to the 12-yard line. It'll be a gain of 3 as the clock winds under a minute here in the first quarter.
Well, that was all Fisher because he really didn't have too many people blocking for him, and he got hit a couple of times. And look at that, Kevin. He picked up 5 yards, all right, basically on his own.
Wow. It did. I thought it was 3, and you're right. When they spotted it, he was downfield a lot further.
He keeps his feet moving.
He keeps the Pistons going.
And the Braves didn't really get any pads on him until the very end of the run.
Boy, Lytle bringing this one in late, but then again, they spotted the ball a little bit late, so the play clock really didn't get going at the normal time. Souter comes to the near side. He has 3 guys joining him there. That's the wide side of the field. Lytle calls for the ball, hands it off right up the middle, a little bit of a hole. Gets to the 15, maybe the 16-yard line for the ball carrier that time, and that looked like it was that Wolf that time? No, actually it's going to be O'Rourke.
O'Rourke. Wolf probably won't carry the ball unless it's a end around.
So that will do it for the first quarter of play. So after 1, it is scoreless between Milton and Shikellamy. From Alumni Stadium in Milton, this is Shikellamy Braves football on News Radio 1070 WKOK, on the WKOK Sports YouTube channel, and streaming audio presented by Lackawanna College.
Today, everything from work to play and everywhere in between needs energy. And E.H. Kleckner in Montandon has just the thing, Form Energy. It's the better choice for sustained energy and focus to go the extra mile. Choose your favorites from 4 highly tested flavors, including Screamin' Freedom, Grape Smash, Orange Fury, and Blue Blitz. Form Energy offers mental focus and hydration so you can unlock your full potential with 200 milligrams of caffeine and 0 sugar. Get Form Energy today at your favorite retail account.
Troy Zerman, head coach. Meet my team.
Trevor Mitros, tight end.
James Stokes, linebacker.
Brian Janelle, quarterback.
Tyler Undercuffler, wide receiver.
Gabe, running back.
At Zimmerman Motors, the Jeep capital of Central PA, we're catching all the incentives. See the huge savings online.
So stop in and see why people have been coming from all over the region to Zimmerman's Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram in Sunday.
We're your one-stop shop. Call us at 988-JEEP or visit us online at ZimmermanJeep.com.
Braves football on WKOK, sponsored in part by Shamokin Dam Health Center, Lackawanna College, Midtown Bistro.
Hey, Kev.
Hey, Chief.
When I talked to the players on Friday after breakfast, I said, we have a lot of people listening to you on radio, and I said, I just got a text from Dave Applebaum down in Florida. So he said, good broadcast, good sound, go Braves.
The real question is the temperature warmer here today than it is down there? Probably not.
Probably not.
Here comes that end around,
wow.
and there is nothing there. The Braves defense just swarms over. The ball is loose, and Shikellamy says they have it down at the 6-yard line. The officials are going to agree.
Wow.
So fumbling the ball was Fisher after he was trying to power his way down. The Braves recover it at the 8-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10, Shikellamy from the 8-yard line.
Well, there's a situation where Fisher was trying to get extra yardage. He was stopped behind the line of scrimmage, and somebody probably reached in there and punched the ball out or grabbed the ball, and it came loose. And the Braves in great position here.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line as the Braves try and strike first blood. Braves offense coming back out on the field now as the play clock has not started yet. Now they'll whistle the play clock in motion. Raybuck with one back to his right, that's Kiefer. 2 receivers make it 3 receivers to the short side, moving right to left here in this second quarter. Raybuck looking for the direct snap, gets it, steps back, 2-step drop, goes to the out pattern, did not quite throw it far enough for Thomas, and then again it was almost picked off and taken the other way by Cole Rhodes. Again, that pass has to be further to the right.
Has to be on his outside shoulder towards the out of bounds. The other thing is, if he would have kept going in the lob pass, Fisher, he would have never got to it. So I'm sure that they took note of that.
Well, I was going to say, the question is the next pattern and out and then out, out and up. Backs are split behind Raybuck. Raybuck takes the snap, hands it off. And the give to the left side to Vaders. Vaders will get maybe a yard. It'll bring up 3rd down and goal, actually give him 2 to the 6-yard line.
Well, if the Braves don't punch it in here, they do have a Shikellamy soccer player that's been doing very well with the place kicking, the DePhillips, and you might see him for a field goal attempt. Steve
Williams tells me he is one heck of a soccer player as well. 3 receivers.
Sophomore this
3 receivers to the near side, 2 to the far side. Nobody in the backfield with Raybuck. Raybuck sends a man in motion. Onto the far side is Felmy. Raybuck rolling out. He's got room if he wants to run. He's going to tuck it to the 10, to the 5, goes to the pylon. Touchdown, Shikellamy! Raybuck off the right side, looked at the pylon and said, nope, I'm putting my head down and going right into the orange paint.
Milton's first mistake, like most defensive in that situation, they didn't have contained. The second mistake is they got Brody Raybuck out there at a full head of steam. It's like trying to tackle a locomotive, all right? And he hit him about the 2-yard line and took everybody into the end zone.
He is the Raybuck train, no question.
3 plays, 8 yards, touchdown.
Stahl will be the holder, and the Phillips will kick it from the center of the field. And a long count now, we're ready. Snap is low, sets down, the kick is up, high enough, long enough, and good.
Everything went well with that. Everything went well.
11:37 to go here in the second quarter of play. Shikellamy with a 7-0 lead after the Milton fumble inside their own 10-yard line. This is Shikellamy Braves football on News Radio 1070 WKOK, on the WKOK Sports YouTube channel, and streaming, presented by Lackawanna College.
I'm Kyle Mertz, 5th generation of the Mertz family owning and operating Sunbury Motors. Let's see what Sunbury Motors has to offer.
Get 0% APR for up to 60 months plus a $2,500 SMC discount on a 25 Santa Fe. Or choose a 25 Palisade with the same 0% APR and $2,500 discount. Enjoy a $1,500 discount plus 3.99% APR for 72 months on a 25 Tucson.
Come visit us at the North 4th Street Auto Plaza and be treated to a buying experience like you've never had before.
Nothing lead after the 7-yard, make it a 6-yard touchdown run from Brody Raybuck. After the turnover, and in this second quarter, Shikellamy with a 7-0 lead.
By the way, Mr. Affelbaum says that it's 90 down there, but it's cooled down to 82.
Well, that's what game time temperature was here, was 82. Yeah.
I know. So not only could he hear it on the radio and watch it on YouTube, but he could actually have the temperature, feel what it's like to be here.
He will know exactly what the temperature feels like. There you go. Man, that's something that not everybody can say they could pull off on a broadcast.
That's true.
So this will be the first kickoff for DePhillips for the season. He'll come almost the near hash mark. It'll be a squib kick, and the ball got loose as it bounced off the second level guy and then recovered there by Jackson Wirtz.
Yeah, nice job to recover that. That's what you're hoping for. The guy in the second layer of receivers, the ball's coming there. It's almost like a knuckleball, and it kicks out. And luckily for Milton, a Milton player got to it first.
1st and 10 for the Milton Black Panthers. Will have outstanding field position at the 42-yard line. And really, they've had, with the exception of that last drive, they've had some really good field position. Like I said, with the exception of that last drive where they were it was punted inside the 10.
Start at the 9-yard line. You're right.
Lytle now in the shotgun. Had nobody under center. How things have changed over the years. Play fake. Lytle up the middle. Nothing there. Raybuck there to just finish things off at the 39-yard line. It'll be a loss of 3.
Well, when your offensive line gets pushed back into the backfield, there's not many places to go. And of course, when he tried to get up the middle, he ran into his own players plus the Shikellamy defense.
Well, Basir Baez actually got that started from his defensive tackle position, or actually his nose position. He just jammed up 2 guys, the guard and the center, right in where that running play was supposed to go. 2nd down and 12 from the Milton 40-yard line. Braves jamming the line here a little bit. Play fake, Lytle rolling out to the short side. Swing pass over to the near side, complete. Stacking him up is Canelo, and Canelo took the hit and got bounced out of bounds at the 45-yard line. It'll be a gain of 7.
Kevin, we talked about who was playing the linebacker for Willie Bender. They've had the Rojas boy in there the whole game, number 44. He's a sophomore, all right. He's been playing along with Brody Raybuck, okay, at the inside linebacker position.
10:45 to go here in the first quarter. Clock stopped on this 3rd down and 7 with the out-of-bounds play. Shikellamy leading Milton 7-0 here in Alumni Stadium in Milton on opening night. Lytle in the shotgun, takes the snap, play fake, swing pass out to the far side, looking for Fisher, and that ball hit the ground. It will fall incomplete, I believe. A flag actually
as well.
There's a flag
also, Kevin. Yeah, it was incomplete.
Well, did they whistle it dead, though, is what I'm wondering before the play. That I couldn't tell. It is against Milton, so it is going to be a holding penalty against Milton. And let's see if the Braves decide to take that. If not, it will be 3rd down and about 7.
It'll be 4th down.
I'm sorry, 4th down and 7. Thank you.
It'll be 3rd down here if they take the penalty.
Right. It'll be 3rd down and about, let's see, that happened right at the line of scrimmage, so it'll be 3rd down about 17.
Yeah, it'll push them all the way back to their own 35-yard line.
I think I'd almost let them punt this one and not take a chance on breaking one open. Right now, the Shikellamy has momentum.
Yeah, they're going to decline.
Yeah, I think this is a good call by Coach Hoover. He gave it some time to think about it.
Well, I think I could see Coach Pratt over there talking. I think he turned around and probably asked everybody what they thought.
So it'll be 4th down.
Oh,
actually, they're going to say it's a completed pass at the 41-yard line. So it's actually a loss of 1.
Maybe it was a fumble back.
Well, that could be.
Because it did hit the ground, Kevin. It did hit the ground.
I don't know. I didn't think it was a lateral, but nevertheless, it's going to be at the 4th and 1, and they're in a punting formation.
Fourth and 11.
I'm sorry, 4th and 11. And Milton now will call a timeout. So with 10:39 to go here in the half, it is Shikellamy 7, Milton nothing. This is Shikellamy Braves football on News Radio 1070 WKOK, on the WKOK Sports YouTube channel, and streaming, presented by Lackawanna College.
It may be the end of WNL's summer sales event here at Nissan, but we're not cooling off yet. We've still got the best deals in the Susquehanna Valley. Enjoy zero interest on our 3 hottest SUVs, the classy Murano, sporty Rogue, and the family-friendly Pathfinder. And tackle your tailgate or finish those summer projects in the Nissan Frontier, with rates as low as 1.9% for 60 months, plus $3,500 off with Nissan Bonus Cash. Let our team find a hot deal on a cool ride. We're off Route 15 in Shamokin Dam and online at WNLNissan.com.
Back to Alumni Stadium here in Milton. Coming up at the half, we'll take a look at scores from around the region. You can check it out now at WKOK.com. The stall will call for the fair catch at the 23-yard line on the punt, and that's where the Braves will take over. 1st and 10 with 10:35 to go here in this second quarter. Shikellamy Braves football on the WKOK Sports YouTube channel tonight, presented by E.H. Kleckner, WNL Mazda, WNL Nissan, and WNL Subaru. All those folks are people that make it possible for us to bring you both radio, audio, and streaming on your big screen TV in your house.
It was good to see Corbin Stahl catch that one. The last time that Milton punted, I thought he should have come up and caught it instead of letting it bounce. But call a fair catch. It's a lot better starting at your own 24-yard line than being probably inside the 10 if that thing would have bounced.
1st and 10 with Raybuck in split backs. 2 receivers on the far side moving right to left on the far hash mark as we view things here in the second quarter. Raybuck with a direct snap, time, swing past to Pollock. Pollock draws a crowd. This time he can't make the first man miss. Fumble the ball, and the Braves hop on it, and it will get down to the 28-yard line as that ball from Pollock popped out and was recovered by Shikellamy Noah Johnson.
Well, Noah playing offensive guard and also a defensive end. Again, a junior that's a very, very good football player.
Timeout by Shikellamy. This will be their second timeout. Gives us a chance to bring you rules of the game, presented by Wiest Benner, and Rice, LLC. All right, Chief, you ready for this one?
You bet. I've been
join us
thinking
here
about that all week. Go ahead.
Ryan McDonald, our technical director tonight, as you join us here in the broadcast booth on the WKOK Sports YouTube channel. All right, here you go. According to the PIAA overtime rules, where does possession start in overtime? Now, I use that one specifically for tonight's game because last year, this game went overtime. So where do you start with the ball?
I thought in college, I think it's the 25. But
it is.
Is it the 10-yard line?
It is the 10-yard line.
I got that one right.
You did. The first one of the season, and you're right on. Possession starts at the 10-yard line. And when you need help with the rules of law, contact Wiest Benner, and Rice. They'll guide you through personal injury, accident and injury, divorce, family and estate law, civil and human rights, and criminal law. Call 570-286-4022 and let Wiest Benner, and Rice help you avoid penalties. Raybuck back to pass. Sidearms one into the turf in front of Pollock. Incomplete.
That he did not set his feet. It's almost like was going to. I think what happened was he was going to throw it, and he looked over, and Pollock was covered. All right, looked like somebody could step in front, and he short-armed it and put it into the ground.
Here's an interesting quick update on WKOK.com from our scoreboard. Juniata leading Selinsgrove 6-0. That game in the second quarter at the home of the Indians.
Line Mountain up on Lewisburg 14-0.
We'll have more scores coming up at the half. Raybuck now with a 3rd down and long, rolling out, has some room to run if he chooses. Nope, he's looking long downfield, and it is complete on the adjustment on the far side by Corbin Stahl, and Stahl deep into Milton territory at the 26-yard line.
You realize how he had to concentrate on that, Bud? Oh, my gosh. And the ball, again, was thrown so that he had to turn around and catch it, and he had a Milton defender right in his face, and he caught it with both hands and went out of bounds.
Wow, that was good coverage on the far side And again, a throw that was just a little bit short, almost on purpose for the receiver to adjust to it. 1st and 10. Here's the handoff going to Keeley, and Keeley with, I believe, what would have been his first carry if it would have counted.
It would have been his second. He had one in the first quarter,
okay.
Yeah. And it looks like the Braves they called timeout.
Oh, maybe they didn't. I was going to say, I think they were short a player, maybe.
I think Milton called timeout. And that's probably why Keeley was in the defensive backfield on that play.
Could very well be, and Milton does. Looks like Milton does get charged with a timeout, so they will have one timeout remaining.
I think they did.
Actually, I'm going to correct that. They don't have a timeout remaining. Shikellamy with 2 timeouts right now here in this quarter. Shikellamy Braves football on News Radio 1070 WKOK. Sponsored in part by J.J. Powell, March Gap View Hunting Preserve, Nottingham Village, and Paul Q. Ross Construction.
Jersey Shore up on Dallas, 7-0, and that's not the Cowboys. That's the team that's up around Wilkes-Barre.
Well, and that used to be that's become a big game now since the playoff game a few years ago.
Dallas is a very good football team. They have probably one of the toughest beginning games of anybody, I'd say, in the state.
Yeah, and Dallas actually is kind of rebuilding a little bit this year.
North Schuylkill is up on Mount Carmel right now, 8-0.
That's going to be a tight game, I think, tonight.
And Bloomsburg's ahead of Danville, 12-3.
That one doesn't surprise me because Coach Mark Kogut has this team really ready, or Mike Kogut has this team really ready to go. Raybuck off to the right side, stiff arm, and he will get knocked out of bounds on the first down gain of about 8, down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. What I was going to say was Coach Kogut at Bloomsburg has been kind of along the same path as Shikellamy. You know, they had that great game 2 years ago at Bloomsburg that went overtime. Well, guess what? They're going to match up later in the season, and those two teams have a lot of guys back.
Same quarterback and same running back.
There's Keeley off the left side with a big gain and a first down. That will be a gain of about 6 inside the 10-yard line, and they'll spot it at the 8 with the clock winding with 9:50 to go here in this first half. Shikellamy leading at 7-0.
I would really like to see the Braves push one in here, pound it in. That gives the offensive line, pumps them up, all right, and does a lot for the defense of Milton, kind of puts them backwards.
Kiefer having those lime green cleats to the left. Brody back to pass. Goes to the out pattern. Finds Pollock. Pollock spins at the 5. Gets down to the 4. Down to the 3-yard line and is tackled there at about the 2.
It looked like he had a face mask.
Looked like it was a face mask.
And that
You're
was
right
in front of the official, too.
It must have been just one of those grays across the shoes.
Well, he doesn't have his helmet on right now, and that came off, so that's probably a good sight. But again, the Braves inside the 5-yard line. It looks like, 2.5-yard line, Kev?
Yeah, that'll be a 1st and goal at about the 2.5, as you said. Braves with a lot of opportunities here, but Raybuck is going alone. Nobody in the backfield, empty. Raybuck sends a man in motion. Fakes the flip, tries the outside, then goes to the inside. Touchdown, Shikellamy! Raybuck fakes the pitch right across the front to Felmy, and then starts to go outside. That was shut down, found the lane inside, and slides into the orange paint for 6.
7 play, 77 yards. Of course, the big play being that 3rd down play where Brody hit Corbin Stahl on that about a 40-yard pass. So, again, nice. I thought Brody did a nice job. He stepped inside. He saw the seam inside instead of trying to get to the pylon at the goal line. And, again, I wouldn't have wanted to tackle him once he got going at full speed.
No.
A penalty. Delay a game, Shikellamy. Or no, what's this, Kev, when you go like this? That's
illegal participation.
Yeah, okay, that's too many people on the field.
Yeah, if it's if it's the right arm across the chest, kind of at an upward angle, it's illegal participation.
That's going to put the ball back 5 yards.
Yeah, this is going to be more like a field goal attempt now, as they'll spot this one at the 15? Let's say the 16-yard line. So it'll be a 26-yard extra point here for DePhillips. This might be his longest extra point of his career. Snaps good, sets down. The kick is up, and it is right down the left side.
Yeah. That was a knuckleball.
I was going to say it was right inside the left upright, and it did not. It shaved outside the left upright. So with the extra point being no good, it becomes 13-0 in favor of Shikellamy with 9:16 to go here in this first half. Coming up at the half, on the halftime report, we'll give you stats with Steve Williams, who is testing out a brand new stat program.
No, we're not going to have that.
We're not going to have the new.
No.
This was the whole thing. I was going to make this whole big thing about your new stat program,
but
Steve.
The thing is, sometimes you have to play with it a little bit to get it so you know exactly what's going on.
Well, that's what this was supposed to be, but it was an operator error. I respect the fact that you owned up to it, though. A big thank you personally and directly to Steve Williams for filling in for me last year for what was supposed to be one game and turned out to be an entire football season.
Sorry, we had a good time, Kevin.
I know. It worried me a little bit. I was listening every night, and I was watching every night. Don't you worry. I think I was even texting you every night, every Friday night.
You text all the time. You were a pain in the butt.
That's what my wife said through that whole procedure, too. But I'll tell you what, it is great to be here. It is great to be anywhere now, a year later.
It's nice to see you sitting there instead of in your hospital gown.
Yes, yeah, that wasn't a pretty sight.
With everything hooked up to you.
That was not a pretty sight, no. And I want to thank everybody for all the good wishes over the winter, too, from basketball. There's a pop-up to about the 40-yard line. They're going to try and return this one, and there's a little bit of running room there. And coming back inside Shikellamy territory is Gavin Whiteknight, and Whiteknight will make the Braves pay as the ball is now at the Shikellamy 43-yard line.
I really wonder, that was danger because what happened was everybody went towards that pop-up ball. Nobody was on the outside for contain, and he did a nice job of getting outside and almost went the distance.
Everybody kind of crashed.
Yep. Well, this is good field advantage for Milton. And,
by far their best of the night.
And this would be an answer to those first two touchdowns of Shikellamy if they could drive and put one in here.
Yeah, no question, their best field position of the evening to start a drive, 1st and 10. Man in motion to the near side. Here's the handoff, and it's going to go to that really good running back, Fisher. And Fisher will find the first down marker, and he'll sniff it and just come up a little bit short to the 9-yard line.
Well, Shikellamy linebacker on that side dove at his feet, and once he did that, Fisher had a big hole to run through. So, again, you're not going to – you got to wrap your arms on that boy. He's a tough runner.
And you can't do it above the waistline.
Yes, exactly. If you're going to hit him, you got to hit him really low and knock him off stride, but just a powerful runner.
Lytle sends a man in motion. He'll take the direct snap. It will once again go to Fisher off the left side. Fisher finding a hole again. Boy, that offensive line doing a great job in this series for Milton, sending it across the 30 to the 27-yard line, 26-yard line, gain of 6, 2nd down and 4. Milton right now, if they can turn this into points, changes the momentum in this game.
They get the ball to start the third quarter.
Amazingly well, yeah.
There's a lot of time in this quarter yet.
Plenty. They are out of timeouts, though. Lytle hands the ball off. Change of pace back is Canelo, but Canelo drags the pile across the 20, down to the 15-yard line. What a great run for Canelo, the 5'8", 180-pound junior, and he will come up with a gain of 13 and a first down.
Again, the linebacker on that side didn't fill, and that's just a matter of poor tackling. Everybody was holding on.
Yeah, he was dragging the pile.
But, he had a little bit to do with it, Kevin.
And Shikellamy's going to call a timeout now defensively here with 7:46 to go here in this first half with Shikellamy leading at 13-0. This is Shikellamy Braves football on WKOK, sponsored in part by Wiest Better and Rice, Cole Stony Hill Tree Farm, and J.D. Feaster Earthworks. And again, I want to thank those folks that have made this a very successful year for Shikellamy sports. Not only are these folks going to be with us for the football season, the majority of them have said, yes, we want to be part of basketball and wrestling broadcasts with Steve Williams as well, and we thank them. And a big thank you, too, to all the new people coming in. I'm not going to hit everybody, but I'll try and hit you somewhere along the line. Folks like the Northumberland Number Ones, a fire company joining us this year. Also, the Shikellamy Booster Club has been a part of this broadcast, the Resolite Wrestling Club, and the Shikellamy Fast Breakers Club, all part of our broadcast this year. I can't say thank you enough.
That means we got to do some girls' games.
We will be doing a girls' game in January. It will be Shikellamy and Selinsgrove from Shikellamy in January. So that will be on the broadcast calendar at WKOK.com, I might add. It's not going to be the same though without you, with not having a mic on you on the sideline and the bench. Yeah. We did that a handful of years ago. Here's the handoff. Big running room and a touchdown for Fisher. Fisher races it untouched, 16 yards. And with 7:35 to go here in the second quarter, Milton is on the board.
That all began with, I want to call it an onside kick. And, you're up 13-0. And Milton took advantage of getting the ball on their own 43-yard line. And it only took them 4 plays to get into the end zone.
Just 4.
And Fisher did most of the work.
Just 4 plays. Here comes the extra point. High enough, long enough, and accurate as well. 7:35 to go here in this first half of play. It is Shikellamy 13 and Milton 7.
Good answer by the Black Panthers. It really is.
Absolutely. Took advantage of a short field. Took advantage of some poor tackling by the Braves, to be quite honest with you. Well, taking a look at scores from real quick, taking a look at a couple of scores, Chief. Juniata 12 and Selinsgrove 7. Not quite sure about that. We'll have to check that one to make sure. 12 is an interesting number.
Well, they missed the extra point twice.
That could be.
Or they went for 2.
Or they went for 2 once.
The second time.
Yeah, we'll have to see how that one panned out.
We'll read about it in the paper tomorrow.
Well, you could also watch it later tonight on the SBC Sports Live YouTube channel.
That's true.
After the game, all these games, by the way, for Selinsgrove and for Shikellamy can be seen at any time on the YouTube channels, WKOK Sports Live or the SBC Sports Live YouTube channel. And we'll also have audio archives that you can podcast on our SBC app and wherever you get your podcasts.
Who was the young man that kicked the extra point? Number 27?
Yeah,
we don't have a name.
Yeah,
That's
I don't
right.
have that one, unfortunately. Warrior run 14, Muncie nothing right now. Montgomery leading Hughesville 7-0.
Not a good start for Coach Chris Persing up at Muncie.
How about Montoursville 17, Wellsboro nothing.
Well, Montoursville's got a solid team. They really do.
Bloomsburg leading Danville 12-3 at Ironman Stadium. Midwest 14, Central Columbia nothing. That's a C. Schultz debut. He was a player last year.
Boy, that's a great kick.
Central. Pollock back to the 3 again. To the 5, to the 10. Goes outside the numbers to the 15, to the 20. And he's wrestled out of bounds at the 21-yard line. Make it the 21, so it'll be a gain of 9.
The Milton Black Panthers have been coached very well all week about the danger of Pollock, all right, because they stayed in their lanes and you had contained and he couldn't get to the outside. So, again, even when he would catch the ball in a pass, all right, they've been sure tacklers of him.
On the ball actually at the 25-yard line, so it'll be a 21-yard return. I can't do math.
And it's not Central Columbia's fault either.
No, it's not. It is not. I passed those classes, but that was like 30-some years ago now. Man in motion coming to the near side is Stahl. Raybuck gives it to Stahl. Stahl with the pass, complete to the near side to Fisher. I'm sorry, make that Kiefer. And Kiefer will get about 2 yards. And we talked about that. I remember I said there's a lot of guys on this team that can throw the ball. Look out. You never know who might be throwing it.
I didn't think Corbin Stahl would be throwing it, though.
Well, he was the backup last year, if you remember.
I thought Kurtz was.
Well, he was a backup one of the years. Might have been his freshman year that he played some quarterback. He has played some quarterback over the years. Raybuck now. Backs are split around him. Stahl into the backfield. They'll hand it off. And coming around to the near side with a little bit of running room is Kiefer. Kiefer across the 30 to the 35. First down gain of 8 to the 36-yard line.
That's the thing that's concerned me during this entire first half is the fact that the Braves at times ran well, but they haven't really established a ground game. And that's a good call because I think Milton had their ears back coming hard because they thought Brody was going to throw the ball again. First and 10 from the Braves 36.
Raybuck with back split. Stahl goes in motion to the far side. Back to pass. Raybuck has a load of time. Writes a book. Signs it. Autographs it. Looks for Walter. And Walter with outstanding coverage all over him by Monty Fisher.
That was good coverage. Charlie Beast basically did a fly pattern. There was no. It looked like there wasn't anybody that was on this side that was on a short pattern.
Clock stop with 6:03 remaining.
Braves doing a little bit of no huddle here, but it hasn't been real quick.
Raybuck has the ball. He's going to keep it himself. Looking. It's wrapped up for a gain of 1. It'll be 3rd down and 9 from the Shikellamy 37-yard line.
Well, I think that touchdown has Milton back playing at a higher level because their defense is doing a good job here, and if they hold them here, Braves punt, that's going to give the Black Panthers the ball back with a lot of time left in this second quarter.
Raybuck now looking for 3 receivers to the far side. Ball in the middle of the field. Back to pass. Has loads of time. Sets up. Boy, he has got all the time in the world. Rolls out to the right side. He scrambles. He's got the first down. And they'll mark him right at the first down marker. Gain of 9 to the 46-yard line. When was the last time Brody Raybuck had that much time?
They did. Are they going to give him the first down?
Oh,
no,
yeah.
they did not.
Oh, no. They're moving the chains.
No, they aren't. I'm telling you.
That ball's nose right on the first down marker.
Yep. They did not give it to him.
I would love to see that chain come out on that one. I would almost have to ask for you got to go for it here. I mean, we're talking less than a football length here. This is time for the locomotive to lead the way. It's the Brody train. And Shikellamy will jump offside.
No,
but was Milton offside first? Did Milton draw Shikellamy offside? That's the question. There was somebody in the middle of the field that jumped a little early. It is a dead ball foul, and it will be against Shikellamy. So it'll bring up 4th down and 5.
Now you punt.
You know, in college, one of the rule changes this year is you cannot jump the line to fake a blitz to try and draw somebody offside. That's a penalty now in college. You'll see that starting tomorrow with college football getting underway in week 0, which, by the way, is the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Week 0 makes no sense. 0 is nothing.
That's right.
So how can it be something?
Kevin, there's a 5-yard penalty just basically killed the Braves' drive.
Yeah, you talked about that earlier. Those 5-yard penalties. 5:13 to go in the half. 13-7, Shikellamy leading. Raybuck will punt it away. Oh, wow, did he get a beauty off. Fisher's going to go back to the 15. It's going to bounce. Shikellamy will down it at about the 12-yard line. Now they're going to spot at the 14-yard line. Wow. So that punt from the 41.
That had some height on it and distance.
That's a 50-yard punt.
Well, if Brody can kick as well as he can throw a javelin, all right. He's got a little bit of power there.
Well, no, I think he can throw a javelin a little bit further than that.
He almost got 200 feet this year. First time he came out for track.
That's a lot of feet.
Goes to states and he medals.
That's a lot of feet.
Yes, it is.
Milton with the football now, deep in their own territory at the 14-yard line. Lytle will have a pistol formation. Send a man in motion to the near side. Play fake. He's going to run it himself. He's going to plow ahead to the line of scrimmage. He might have gotten a yard if he gets a left-footed spot. Then again, if it's the near official, it would be a right-footed spot. But you get the idea.
I'm surprised they don't. I just give it to Fisher.
Yeah, and I don't think they've really utilized him quite as much as I thought they would. I really thought he would be the workhorse.
Well, when they've been running the ball well, he has been the workhorse.
Yeah. And right now they have Darren Bentley in at guard. He's a 6'3", 350. young man, and he is going to take up some room. And there he is. There's Fisher. And guess what? He broke it outside. He's got to the 20, down to the 35, and now down to the 40-yard line. That'll be a gain of 26 on that carry. And again, that's why I think you got to give it to Fisher more often.
I was never a linebacker coach, but I'm telling you right now, the linebackers are giving themselves up and getting caught inside on that play.
Clock winding with 4:05 to go here in the half. And again, no timeouts for the Milton Black Panthers.
There's still plenty of time to push the ball in.
Lytle now will send a man to the near side. 2 receivers there, as a matter of fact. It's going to go right up the middle. A gain of about 2 for the ball carrier on the delay, and that one was Canelo, I believe. Yes, it was.
And that time he was tackled by Rojas, all right, number 44. I believe 44 is Rojas.
It is.
The sophomore. Filling in for Bender.
I think it's second down, about 9 for the Black Panthers from their own 41-yard line. Clock winding with 3:20 to go here in the half. Sun starting to set. The lights taking full effect here at Alumni Stadium in Milton. There's the handoff, and there is nowhere to go. Canelo wrapped up immediately in the backfield.
Brody Roebuck. And Brody fired up through that hole that time. And, of course, I think the defensive line did a nice job of neutralizing the blocks and pushing them back, and Fisher had to cut it a little bit wider. 3rd and 15, buddy.
It is going to be 3rd and very long at the 36-yard line. They'll let the clock wind a little bit more here.
Braves have 1 timeout left, don't they?
They have 1, yes. They need a stop here if they want to get the ball back one final time before the end of the quarter. O'Rourke the back, rolling out to the near side. The quarterback line fires it down the middle of the field. It is incomplete. Almost intercepted on the backside by Corbin Stahl, but I almost think that Stahl maybe didn't want to intercept that one a little bit because it might have been just as good as a punt.
Yeah, but if he would have caught it and kept going.
Well, that's a different animal there.
I thought the quarterback was getting close to being across the line of scrimmage too.
Fisher is the punter.
He's got his hands on his hips right now. That boy's been working hard.
He definitely has. Back deep for the Braves is Stahl, I believe. And that one is off the side of the foot. Actually, was tipped.
Yeah.
And the Braves are going to let this one roll. And it goes down to the 41-yard line of Shikellamy. So that ball was tipped on the punt. And the Braves will have very good field position with 1 timeout remaining and 2:14 left here in the first half of play, with Shikellamy leading it 13-7. Let's take an opportunity to pause. 10 seconds for station identification. This is Shikellamy Braves football. Back at Alumni Stadium in Milton, 1st and 10 with 2:14 to go here in the first half. Shikellamy leading at 13-7 with the ball at the Braves' 43-yard line. Raybuck all by himself, has time, looks, rolls out, looking deep downfield. He's got the rainbow to Stahl. He's got it at the 10-yard line. There was a pot of gold at the end of that rainbow, Chief.
That was a beautiful play. To quote John Kruk, that was a thing of beauty, all right? And you know what? Corbin timed it right, ran right under it, had a guy coming down on him hard and caught it, pulled it into his chest and fell down. So what a great combination. And also the Braves did a nice job of giving Brody time to throw that, even though he had to get out of the pocket.
That's about a 58-yard reception. Braves with the ball at the 10. Inside the red zone again for the 3rd time tonight. Here's the handoff, right side, pushing the pile through. That's going to be Luke Keeley, and Keeley will be inside the 5 to the 3.
Good surge that time by the Shikellamy left offensive line. Pushed pushed him back, and Keeley with a nice job of getting low and going forward. All right, didn't get tripped up.
Raybuck, backs are split. Hands it off to Keeley. Keeley down to the 2, to the 1, and they'll spot him at the 1-yard line. It'll be 3rd and goal at the 1. Milton says they have the ball, and they do on the fumble. Keeley fumbles it at the 1-yard line, and Milton has denied Shikellamy in the red zone after the big pass play.
Turned away again, Kevin. Penalty. I mean, a fumble this time. Just a mistake. I liked what they were doing. They were just handing off to the halfback and pushing the ball across, but you got to hold on to that football. Which is I don't know why I tell people that, because everybody knows that.
Steve, is that the first lost fumble for the Braves? I know they had a fumble that was recovered. Pollock had a fumble that was recovered by the Braves.
It is the first lost one.
So both teams with a turnover apiece now. Well, so with the shadow of the Milton High School behind them, Lytle now will be in his own end zone, taking the shotgun snap at the 1-yard line. And now they'll go under center and change things up a little bit, and this will be
Fisher.
Yeah, Fisher trying to push the pile, and he will get out to about the 5 to 6 yard line. It'll be a gain of 4 off the right side, and that's the right call there, because I can't tell you how nervous it would make a head coach to have your team snapping the ball in your own end zone in a shotgun. So the clock will wind, under a minute remaining here in the half. Don't forget, coming up on the halftime report, we'll take a look at scores from around the area and give you some of the numbers from the first half. Now they'll send a man in motion. Lytle will get the direct snap. He will hand it off left side, Fisher. Fisher has a hold of the 10 to the 15 to the 16-yard line. That's good enough for a first down and a gain of 10.
Kevin, the Braves have to do something. I mean, that they just run that. It's almost like coming back opposite side, and Fisher's just getting a seam and picking up a lot of yardage.
Off tackle, basically. And Lytle rolling out to the far side. Sidearms one, complete. And Fisher gets this one. They're going to give him forward progress to the 22-yard line. It'll be a gain of about 9. And the clock will stop for an injured player now with 21.5 remaining here before the half. I want to thank everybody watching on the WKOK Sports YouTube channel tonight, listening on WKOK, streaming audio as well, presented by Lackawanna College, available on the SBC Sports Live YouTube channel, the SBC app, the iHeartRadio app, Odyssey app, the TuneIn Radio app, and on your Amazon Alexa as well. Injured player for Milton gets up and heads off the field now with 21.5 remaining. As the lights begin to take effect, is it it must be the tinted windows, because it looks like we're pointed toward the east, and it looks really dark. And I realized about 5 minutes ago it's the tinted windows that make it look that way. I'm thinking to myself, wow, I didn't remember him talking about storms tonight. That was not part of the AccuWeather forecast. Clock is winding with 12 seconds. Milton is not really in any hurry to do anything with this one. They may either take a knee here or just let the clock wind out. There's 8 on the play clock, 4 on the game clock. And with 1 second left, they will just go into the halftime locker room and get the opening kick to start the second half with an opportunity to get things going again. Milton regaining momentum, but trailing Shikellamy here at the half. Shikellamy 13 and Milton 7. This is Shikellamy Braves football on News Radio 1070 WKOK, on the WKOK Sports YouTube channel, and streaming audio presented by Lackawanna College.
J.J. Powell's Easy Pay makes heating your home simple. Capped pricing, budget-friendly payments, and automatic delivery mean you can rest easy knowing you're covered. And here's the best part. Enroll in Easy Pay. Visit jjpowell.com/easypay or call 800-432-0866 to join. J.J. Powell, take it easy.
The Subaru A Lot to Love event going on now through September 2nd at W&L Subaru.
Love all the savings in a capable Crosstrek or tactical Outback, with financing as low as 0% for 72 months and over 380 new Subarus to choose from. Love the all-new Subaru Forester Hybrid, delivering up to 580 miles of range and all the safety features that will make your trips to school or work a breeze. Love a brand you can trust and an experience you won't forget. Offer at 11 in Northumberland and online at WNLSubaru.com.
1,300 acres of prime hunting ground. Corporate hunts, sporting clays, continental shoots. Complete your visit with overnight accommodations, now available. We are Martz's Gap View Hunting Preserve.
Come let us start your family traditions here at Martz's. Come check us out.
Quality ringneck pheasant hunting. Martz's.com.
Along with the Chief, Dave Ritchie, our statistician is Steve Williams. Our WKOK Sports YouTube crew, Ryan McDonald and Riley McDonald. Ryan, our technical director, doing a great job all through the month of late July and early August to get some of the great things that we've been able to do here with the WKOK Sports YouTube channel. And I know he doesn't want me to really say it right now, but I'm going to anyway. He's been messing around with replay. Now, that doesn't mean we're going to necessarily have it, but we're trying to find it. So get ready. That might be coming up. If I know him, he's going to play with it until he gets it finally working right.
Next
week, maybe. Wow.
If anybody can do it, it'll be Ryan. All right.
And then also the new addition, you can come into the studio with us here on the WKOK Sports Live YouTube channel. That may not be something you really want to do, but you can now do it.
Are we on TV now?
Yes, that's what the camera is for.
Hey, Mom.
Hi, Mom. Oh, that's great. And there you can see Ryan McDonald there setting everything up as we here in the back row of Alumni Field in Milton. Let's give you a rundown of some of the scores from across the region here tonight. Of course, at the half, it is Shikellamy 13 and Milton 7. Juniata leading 18-7 over Selinsgrove. That at the half on Eagle 107 and on the SBC Sports Live YouTube channel tonight. Juniata missing the extra point, then went for two in the next opportunity and did not get it. So
they must have missed the extra point again.
And it appears as though they either missed the extra point or missed the two-point conversion again. So there's that. That's how we got to that one. Warrior Run leading Muncie 21-0, and that is in the second quarter. Montoursville 31, Wellsboro 0. That is also in the second quarter. At the half now, Wyomissing 14, Southern Columbia 0. And again at the half, it is Montgomery 14, Hughesville 0. Columbia Montorvo Tech trailing Shenandoah Valley 19-14 in the second. Mifflinburg throttling Loyalsock 34-0 at the half. That game almost in the mercy rule to start the second half. It's close.
Todd Hummel predicted that score to be like 34-33.
Yeah, well, it's definitely
got
the
to
34.
Yeah.
He got the 34 right, yeah. Also on our scoreboard, North Schuylkill leading Mount Carmel 24-19. That's at the Silver Bowl in Mount Carmel here this evening. Bloomsburg leading Danville 18-3 in the second. You know, Mike Kogan had said that his players were really ready for this game because Danville has just owned them the last couple of years. Well, there's a little bit of payback there on the road at Ironman Stadium tonight. Midwest leading Central Columbia 14-7. Kai Seaschultz, the new coach at Central Columbia, was a player there a year ago. His dad was also a coach on the over the years at Central Columbia. That's the home opener for the Blue Jays. Midwest leading that 14-7. At the half, Line Mountain throttling Lewisburg 32-0. Shamokin leading Pottsville 14-7 at the half. Williamsport 17, Wyoming Valley West 7.5. Jersey Shore 20, Dallas nothing at the half. And Athens leading South Williamsport by a score of 21-7 at the half. Right now it is 14-7 at the half with Shikellamy leading Milton. We'll give you the scoring recap when we return. This is Shikellamy Braves football on News Radio 1070 WKOK, on the WKOK Sports YouTube channel, and streaming audio presented by Lackawanna College.
My favorite part is the staff, and the aides are wonderful, and they treat us so well. We're always doing things, playing games. I think they're playing volleyball right now.
I love Nottingham. It's the third nursing home I've worked at. Nottingham truly treats you like a family. They really are concerned with what's going on with you. There's nothing like being with the residents. I mean, you're a part of their lives now. You actually become part of their family on more than one occasion.
At Paul Q. Ross Construction, your project isn't just blueprints and lumber. It's the fulfillment of your dream. From additions and remodels to custom homes, outdoor living spaces, and more. We walk with you every step of the way, making the progress stress-free and exciting.
This is Paul at Construction.
Ready to bring your vision to life? Go with the best.
It's your grandma's recipe. It's his grandpa's legacy. It's your weeknight dinner. It's her early morning harvest. It's your family time. It's their family farm. For more than 100 years, Wise Markets has stocked our shelves with produce and dairy products from local farms. And when you want to give your family fresh, high-quality food, you can trust the stores that carry our family name. Eat better, spend less. That's Wise.
Troy Zerman, head coach. Meet my team. Trevor Mitros, tight end.
James Stokes, linebacker.
Brian Janelle, quarterback.
Tyler Undercuffler, wide receiver.
Gabe, running back.
At Zimmerman Motors, the Jeep capital of Central PA, we're catching all the incentives. See the huge savings online.
So stop in and see why people have been coming from all over the region to Zimmerman's Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram in Sunday.
We're your one-stop shop. Call us at 988-JEEP or visit us online at ZimmermanJeep.com.
The Milton Black Panthers trailing Shikellamy by a score of 13-7. Braves leading it. They got the lead early in the second quarter with about 11:51 remaining when Brody Raybuck raced it in 6 yards for the touchdown. The extra point made it 7-0 in favor of the Shikellamy Braves. Braves added on again with 9:16 to go in the second with a 2-yard run after a turnover inside the 10-yard line by the Milton Black Panthers. 9:16 to go in the half. Braves missed the extra point after a penalty. It made it 13-0. Then Milton took advantage of an opportunity and a short field after the kickoff and then had Fisher racing it in from 13 yards out. The extra point was good with 7:35 to go in the half. It was Shikellamy 13, Milton 7. Braves were driving down late in the game, but they ended up turning the ball over at the 1-yard line, and Milton was able to then run out the clock in the half, and that's how we got to 13-7 with Shikellamy leading at the half. Welcoming you into the broadcast booth here on our WKOK Sports YouTube channel. We gave you scores from around the region, gave you the scoring recap. We'll get ready for the second half kick coming up. This is Shikellamy Braves football on News Radio 1070 WKOK, on the WKOK Sports YouTube channel, and streaming audio presented by Lackawanna College.
It's the Kia Sportage Blowout event at Sunbury Motors Kia. Take advantage of 0% APR for 48 months on 2025 Kia Sportages or 0.9% APR for 48 months on 2025 Sportage Hybrids. They're going fast. Get 1.9% APR for 48 months on the newly designed 26 Sportage LX models starting under $33,000.
Today, everything from work to play and everywhere in between needs energy. And E.H. Kleckner in Montandon has just the thing, Form Energy. It's the better choice for sustained energy and focus to go the extra mile. Choose your favorites from 4 highly tested flavors, including Screamin' Freedom, Grape Smash, Orange Fury, and Blue Blitz. Form Energy offers mental focus and hydration so you can unlock your full potential with 200 milligrams of caffeine and 0 sugar. Get Form Energy today at your favorite retail account.
JJ Powell's Easy Pay makes heating your home simple. Capped pricing, budget-friendly payments, and automatic delivery mean you can rest easy knowing you're covered. And here's the best part. Enroll in Easy Pay. Visit jjpowell.com/easypay or call 800-432-0866 to join. JJ Powell, take it easy.
And welcome back on the WKOK Sports YouTube channel. At the half, it is 13-7 in favor of the Shikellamy Braves. Milton will get the ball to start the second half when we get things going here. And we'll give you a Chiefs' thoughts here on this game coming up in just a few as you join us here in the broadcast booth here at Milton's Alumni Field, actually Alumni Stadium now, and the new redesign here in Milton. Well, as Chief said earlier in the pregame, completely redid everything here and have a very, very nice turf field, a great setup. And, of course, in the background, you can see the high school. It kind of reminds you of a college setting without having stands all the way around. But, again, a great job on this field and makes it a night and day difference from what they had years ago. We'll be coming back here on radio in just a minute, and we'll give you Chiefs' thoughts on the first half here on the WKOK Sports YouTube channel. Shikellamy leading here at the half by a score of 13-7, getting ready for the second half. Joining us here in the broadcast booth, Chief Dave Ritchie. And, Chief, tell me, what is it that the Braves have been able to get going here, but they haven't been able to dominate this game like statistically I think they really are?
I don't know, Kevin. I think passing, we're probably, way ahead of Milton, but on the ground, Fisher's done a heck of a job running the ball for Milton. What the Braves need to do is they've got to kick the ball deep, get down and cover, and then stop Milton's offense. Don't let him get a drive here in the third quarter. And, of course, after that, get the ball back and try to run your offense. And I like that they started running the ball and alternated that with the passing game. And it's the combination of those two that are going to make them successful this year. I mean, Brody made that fantastic pass to Corbin Stahl to get him down inside the 10. And they turned around and fumbled the ball after 3 running plays. So that was tough.
And if you look on the other side of things with the Milton Black Panthers, I think they have to really get Fisher going. I mean, he has been a big part of this.
They already have, Kevin.
Well, I mean, they got to get him going on a regular basis. And you said, that you saw his hands on his hips there on that one punt late in the first half. But He has been the big part of this offense. He's the thing that's clicking. Canelo's a nice change-up back, but they have not been able to get the tandem going very well.
You know, I said Fisher's one of those guys that he looks like he's dead tired, walks back to the huddle, and then comes up and picks up 15 yards.
Right, exactly.
And gets up, looks like he's tired, just crawls back to the huddle. Just one of those observations I made, but he's a very, very powerful runner. He keeps his legs going. Keeley did a great job on running the ball down there when they're inside the 10, and that's the type of thing that I think the Braves have to establish. I'm surprised we haven't gotten Vaders out in the open with his speed or Kiefer with his speed. Those two guys are burners, all right? And it's something that they have to do. I hope they don't onside kick. I hope they don't do that.
They've done that 3 times now, and 3 times.
Two times kept.
Well, they actually 3.
Did they do it when they
did it.
No, they only kicked off.
No,
twice.
You're right. It was 2. The second time was the pop-up that they started to return and got the big return. So my apologies.
I considered that an onside kick.
I think you're right. Yeah. It was the shortstop made the catch.
Exactly.
Speaking of that, we have not given a Phillies update here yet tonight. Phillies are trailing the Nationals 3-1 in the top of the 6th inning in Philadelphia.
Surprise, surprise, the Nationals.
Yeah, if you want to hear that game, by the way, that'll be following the Selinsgrove Juniata game on Eagle 107. We'll join the Phillies in progress. That'll be on the radio side. Unfortunately, due to Major League Baseball rights, we cannot stream that game on the SBC app or any of the other apps where you can listen to Eagle 107. You'll be hearing music there.
Walker pitched tonight. He probably is pitching okay, but they can't score any runs for him. The last time they played the Nationals, he did that, and they didn't score any runs for him.
The biggest thing that concerns me for the Phillies is the fact that this team lives and dies by the home run. They just have not scored a lot. Yeah, they have not scored a lot of runs, and I'm getting a very bad vibe of the last 2 postseasons when they weren't hitting the ball for home runs and they weren't scoring runs.
After last season, I get a bad vibe every time I watch them.
Well, let's be honest. We're complaining about a team who has a 7-game lead right now.
But we think they should be much better.
Well, but that's the problem. That's exactly the problem. All right, both teams have made their appearance back out on the field. We'll join them out on the field as well here for the second half. And as you mentioned, the Braves will be booting the ball away, moving left to right as we get things started here in this second half.
Is Fisher all the way back there? There's 2 of them, but I think he's one.
I believe he is the one. Cannot quite see who the other one is just yet.
You're lucky you get to look at the teleprompter. I got to use my eyes to look 100 yards down the field.
Well, it's a little delayed, so it doesn't really doesn't always help. Okay, yeah, there it is. It's going to be Souter. So the Jensen Souter, the freshman, to the near side. And they'll kick it to that side. No, actually, it's going to drift toward Fisher at the 15, to the 20, to the 25, to the middle of the field now, to the 30, to the 35, to the 40. And dragged down, but not quite all the way down, to the 49-yard line. Looked like he was going down at the 41. He ends up getting another 8 yards, and it's a big return, this time on the deep kick.
Still got to cover and tackle. I don't care.
One of the things that always concerns me in these Week 1 games, David, is you never get a good chance to really work on special teams. And, boy, in these early games, especially Week 1, it can get very dangerous. And the Braves have struggled a little bit here on the kickoffs, special teams. Milton with the ball almost at the midfield stripe at the 48-yard line. One back behind Lytle in the pistol. He's going to change the blocking scheme. He sees the blitz from Raybuck. Raybuck's coming up. He's going right to the hole where the running back is going, but still putting his head down and coming up with a few more is Brady O'Rourke. He'll come up with 1 to the 49-yard line.
Yeah, he was hitting the backfield, but he still picked up 2 more yards to pick up a gain of 1.
Shikellamy Braves football on News Radio 1070 WKOK and our WKOK Sports YouTube channel tonight. Brought to you in part by J.J. Powell, March Gap View Hunting Preserve, Nottingham Village, and Paul Q. Ross Construction. Thank you for those folks for being on the WKOK Sports YouTube channel. Lytle now with a man in motion. He will send Wolf in motion. The give is to Fisher. Fisher met at the 50 and dropped at the 50. Brody Raybuck there on the tackle, also getting some help in there by Jackson Kashuba.
Yeah, that was a nice job that time. And, they actually, he was trying to go off tackle, and he cut back to the seam on the inside, and he was met by the Braves defense. So it's a big play here, Kevin.
Yeah, it's 3rd down and 7 at the Shikellamy 49. This is one of those, it's almost too long to take a chance to give it to Fisher, but they really have not had much of a passing game here tonight.
They've had guys open, but they just haven't been able to get the ball to him at the right time.
Lytle has been sacked once. He'll play fake, quick pass, and that one incomplete.
Oh, you got a cramp.
It was intended for Rhodes. Rhodes was open on the slant, and I couldn't figure out why he kind of stopped the pattern, but just as he made the cut, you're absolutely right. His right leg just knotted right up on him.
To quote Horty, he went down like a gut-shot deer. That's terrible. You get a cramper, and you're right. He would have been open on the slant,
no doubt.
And it kind of caught him off guard. He kind of took a half step, and the ball went in front of him.
Well, now the officials are talking about something here at the. And are they talking about a penalty? I did not see a flag.
Penalty. They said there was a penalty marker on the play.
I still don't see the flag.
Well, they're going to mark something off, and it looks like it's against Milton.
By the way, Bryson Stott homered to right field. It's now 3-3, Phillies and the Nationals. That game in the bottom of the 6th inning in Philadelphia. It's against Milton.
They're going to decline it.
So that should bring up 4th down, whatever the penalty was. And now, it's a chop block. So the chop block right at the line of scrimmage is declined. It'll bring up 4th down.
Milton's going for it, Kevin.
Oh, I can't believe that.
No, they're okay. Fisher's going back.
Yeah, okay. I was going to say, with 10:23 to go, it's a little early to take that risk, I would think. But
I saw Coach talking to the quarterback, and he's one of the up guys, protectors. Watch for the short snap, the quick snap to him.
Stahl is back deep. Braves are changing things up on their punt return. It's going to go straight back to Fisher. Fisher will get it away.
Nice
he got off a dandy. Stahl will take it at the 4. To the 5, to the 10, up the numbers, now to the inside, goes to the far side of the field. He's going to try to get the corner of the 20, and he is spun down, still at his feet, though, to the 25.
That's a great job by Corbin Stahl.
He ran 60 yards and picked up 21.
Did you know how hard it was for him to catch that ball? That high punt was guys.
I thought he was going to let it go.
I know, and then immediately take off. All right.
Well, here's the thing: if he would have let it go, it would have come to the 20-yard line. He got it to the 25, so it was a win for Shikellamy offense now. Braves come out on their first offensive series of the second half with 10:09 to go in the third quarter, leading it 13-7. Raybuck now with a sidecar to the left. 3 receivers to the near side. Ball on the far hash mark. Sends a man in motion to the far side. That's Felmy. Direct snap, handoff, left side, and that's a good hole there for Kiefer. Kiefer off the left side to the 30, a gain of 5 on that first down carry. And we have an official timeout for an injured Brave this time.
Got the green shoes on.
That might be. I think that is Kiefer. I think he has the lime green.
Kiefer or Keeley.
We'll see if Luke is able to get up under his own power, but looks like they're. Actually, I can't quite see what they're doing over there on that far sideline.
Well, they've got like 4 guys around him.
They got a lot of people hanging out there.
Mike Elder's back helping with the training. He needed to. The Braves needed another trainer, 2 trainers, and he's left his. I call it his administrative position up at Geisinger with the training situation, and he's back helping the Braves, especially on football nights. And I know he's out there.
Yeah, it looks like they're working on the leg. Might be a leg cramp there, but maybe he's going to get up with some help this time. No, it's not a leg cramp. He's holding that left leg up now. So he's going to get some help off the sidelines. And with 9:57 to go here in the third quarter, Shikellamy will have a second down, and they'll mark it for a gain of 6 to the 31-yard line. So it'll be a second down and 4. Raybuck with 2 receivers to the near side. 3 to the far side. Empty backfield. Brody will send a man in motion. Play fake. He will go to the left side. Has the corner. First down to the 40. Knocked out of bounds at about the 45-yard line. A gain of 10, or actually make it about 15.
Actually, Brody knocked the guy that was going to tackle him out of bounds, all right?
That's actually more accurate, yeah.
So.
You're probably right.
Nice job with the line on the left side of the offense, because Brody kind of stutter-stepped to make sure that he could find a spot, and he went outside and turned on the afterburners a little bit.
1st and 10. Here's the handoff. Nope. No, actually, it is going to be a handoff off the left side. I thought maybe Raybuck was going to keep it himself, but he does give it away. And running that one for Shikellamy.
25, is that Poff?
That would be Tristan Smith, the freshman. And now Milton has a player that is down. Second down and 8 after the 2-yard gain for Smith. Clock stopped with 9:30 to go here in this third quarter play.
Well, they get a good chance to get a water break here, Kev, a couple of times. So,
Shikellamy Braves football on WKOK, sponsored in part by Helping Hands family of Shamokin Dam and Buffalo Wild Wings.
He's going to get up.
Got a lot of great sports coming up for you. The Steelers last night getting the win in their final preseason game on WKOK. You can hear them coming up after a couple of weeks here to get everything all set up with all the rosters in the NFL. And then starting next week, the Bucknell Bison are on the road. They're in Colorado. They're going to go Mile High and visit Air Force. You can hear that game on WKOK. Doug Birdsong, Charlie Fisher have the call beginning at 3 p.m. next Saturday on WKOK, your home for Bison football.
Are you doing Bucknell this year?
Doug and Charlie will be on the ESPN home games, and I will be doing the radio broadcast on WKOK for the home games. For, all but one. Shotgun formation for Raybuck. He'll take the direct snap. He'll hand it off left side. That's going to go to the 0, Mikey Vaders. Vaders will get about a 1-yard gain to the 48-yard line. It'll be 3rd down and 7 for the Braves. Shikellamy leading it by a score of 13-7. Clock winding with 9 minutes to go here in this second quarter. Braves' first possession of this second half. Game has slowed down a little bit because we've had about 3 injuries here in this series. Raybuck with nobody in the backfield and a timeout by Milton. Were they short a player? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
So.
I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. No, they had 11. I just don't know if they had the right personnel in. But they're going to take a timeout nonetheless with 8:47 remaining. We'll take a timeout with them. 8:47 to go here in the third quarter. It is Shikellamy 13, Milton 7. This is Shikellamy Braves football on WKOK, streaming on the WKOK Sports YouTube channel, and streaming audio presented by Lackawanna College.
1,300 acres of prime hunting ground. Corporate hunts, sporting clays, continental shoots. Complete your visit with overnight accommodations, now available. We are Martz's Gap View Hunting Preserve.
Come let us start your family traditions here at Martz's. Come check us out.
Quality ringneck pheasant hunting. Martz's.com.
$8:47 to go, third quarter. Shikellamy with a 3rd down and 8. Make it 3rd down, make it 3rd down about 7. Ball spotted at the 47-yard line. Raybuck with 2 backs behind him, splitting them. Sends a man in motion, that's Stahl. He's going to go around the back, He's going to take the direct snap, Raybuck. Raybuck is going to run. He's going to break. Oh, he almost broke a tackle, but that was a nice open field shoestring tackle on the far side that took Raybuck down right at the line of scrimmage. Otherwise, he was going to go a long way.
Well, now we have another, I think another guy's got cramps, but he's up.
I think making that play for the Milton Black Panthers was Brady O'Rourke, the sophomore. Boy, did he read that very well. You talk about turning it inside and staying home. That's exactly what he did.
The other part of that play was I think Brody was looking for a back coming in a flare to the right side, and Milton brought two guys with him, and that's why he had to go back to the left and try to run the ball.
Had his mind changed. Raybuck will punt the ball away. He gets a high punt. And it'll hit at about the 22. Take a good Shikellamy bounce inside the 5-yard line. They'll down it at the 4. They'll spot it at the 3.
Is that Felmy? Bobby Felmy? 25?
That would be Tristan Smith, the freshman.
I forgot about him, yeah.
Wrong freshman.
Wrong freshman.
1st and 10 at the 3-yard line for Milton's second possession here of this half.
Outside backer and tight end for Milton, Brady Wolf. His dad, Chris Wolf, played for the Braves in the 90s, early 90s, and his dad was on the championship teams back in from like 66 and 67. So a little bit of Shikellamy favor on the Milton team.
Who's up talking to you early?
Oh, boy.
Over to the left side, it is once again the big man, Monty Fisher, the 5'10", 197 senior. He'll race across the 10-yard line. They'll spot him at the 11. Gain of 8, and again, another Milton lineman is going to be down with a leg cramp. You know, and actually there's 2 down with a leg cramp. I didn't know if we would have this issue or not tonight. It's not really a humid night, but it's probably the warmest night we've had all year. Or not all year, I'm sorry, all week this week. And, I mean, it's been very fall-like the last several days.
This doesn't do much for the fluid part of the game. I mean, both offenses are dealing with, we run a play and then we got people that are on the field. We run a play and people are on the field. So,
but isn't it ironic that fluid is the issue?
Yes, exactly.
So not only does the lack of fluid cause the cramp, but it also messes up the fluid of the game.
Yes, it does.
Yeah, that was really deep, Chief.
You're the one that came up with it.
No. You were going there. I just finished it off. I just put it all around.
I was going to try to make up a word like fluidity.
Fluidity.
Right, so.
Ooh, I like that. Fluidity.
Fluidity. Well, who came up with the word physicality years ago?
Physicality. Physicality, fluidity. That's a great one, yeah.
Do you smell bacon? I do. There's no way there should be bacon at a football game.
Brian McDonald, our technical director, says, yeah, a little bit. I don't personally, I don't know. I'm not so sure.
2nd and short here for Milton.
It indeed is, with Lytle taking the direct snap. He'll hand it off, and there is no room there. Might have lost a yard back to the 11-yard line for Canelo.
Looks like Coach Ermert brought everybody that time, and he tried to fill all the gaps.
And they did.
And, you know, that's the tough part about that is, you know, like if one person that doesn't fill a gap and the running play goes that way, it's going to be a big play.
Now I can only think of bacon now. Thanks.
I'm sorry, I messed up your play, but I ruined your fluidity of the
My
game.
fluidity is gone now. Lytle will take the direct snap. He'll roll out from a back foot, make the pass. It'll be complete for the first down. Down to the 21-yard line. A nice back foot pass in the end zone and finds Canelo for the first down and a gain of 10.
Just a curl pattern on the inside. He was the only receiver on that side. There were quite a few Braves around him, but he found the open spot, Kevin.
He did indeed. Clock winding with 6:39 to go here in the third quarter. Shikellamy leading at 13-7 here at Alumni Stadium in Milton on opening night. Ball to 21-yard line. They'll send an empty backfield in the backfield. And Canelo will get the low snap. Flags are going to fly. He's going to get dropped. and sacked for a loss of 6 to the 15-yard line. And we'll see if there's a hold on the play as well, or if somebody might have jumped a little early. Came from the side judge.
I didn't see the flag.
Side judge made it.
Actually, I think it's motion or procedure.
Now it's against Milton. And likely take the play here on this one. False start.
Yeah.
So they will take the play, which is a loss of 6 back to the 15-yard line. They'll wind the clock now with 6:15 to go here in the third quarter.
Did that surprise you, Kevin, on first down they passed? When Fisher's been doing so well running the ball?
You know, I think they're trying to find something other than a run game.
I'll bet Fisher gets the ball this time.
Well, I don't think you're wrong there. Yeah, it is going to go to the running back. He's going to bull his way ahead to the 15, to the 17-yard line. And Fisher will come up with, actually, that's not going to be Fisher. It's going to be O'Rourke, the sophomore, with a gain of about 2.
Is he number 8?
9.
They talked about O'Rourke. He's, a very talented football player. They're expecting probably big things from him over the next 3 years.
Third down and 15, a big third down for this Milton offense, who needs to get the first down and get the ball out of the shadow of their own goalpost. O'Rourke is the back with Lytle. Lytle will take the direct snap, rolls out to the near side. He decides to run. He's going to cut to the outside of the 25. He's going to be short of the first down, knocked out of bounds at the 28-yard line. A gain of 13, but it is going to be, actually make it 14. They'll spot him at the 29. It'll be 4th down and 2 with under 5 to go in the third quarter. This is going to be a really tough decision here. You're going to be tempted to go for it, but you almost have to punt the ball, because if you give the Braves the ball here and they score, that could be your Shamokin Dam Health Center backbreaker play of the game.
Sure could, Kevin.
Don't forget,
that was a run all the way.
We'll be looking for that Shamokin Dam Health Center backbreaker play of the game coming up in this final quarter. Now, punt team comes back on. Braves, I don't think have it. They do have one back deep. And a fair catch called for at the 35-yard line. 4:23 to go here in the third quarter. Shikellamy 13 and Milton 7. This is Shikellamy Braves football on News Radio 1070 WKOK, on the WKOK Sports YouTube channel, and streaming presented by Lackawanna College.
My favorite part is the staff, and the aides are wonderful, and they treat us so well. We're always doing things, playing games. I think they're playing volleyball right now.
I love Nottingham. It's the 3rd nursing home I've worked at. Nottingham truly treats you like a family. They really are concerned with what's going on with you. There's nothing like being with the residents. I mean, you're a part of their lives now. You actually become part of their family on more than one occasion.
Raybuck in the shotgun, backs are split, play action pass. He's going to run it though, over to the left side. He's going to get the corner to the 30, to the 35, a gain of 1 as he is smacked out of bounds by Ja'Cory Brown.
That's a good tackle. He just tried to get below the waist. He ran into him and took Brody's legs out from underneath him.
2nd down and 9. Clock stopped now with under 4 remaining here in the third quarter.
Now, there's another Milton player that the helmet came off, and he had to come out of the game. The big boy, number 66.
They got to work on the
chin
straps, the chin straps on those, yeah. 2nd down and 9. Raybuck will send the running back to his right this time. Back to pass, sets up, looking long downfield. Here comes a deep end. He's got Thomas. Pollock makes the catch, and he's down at the 26-yard line.
Thomas slammed the ball down and made the first down signal, and that's going to get him in trouble.
Yeah,
right.
The wrong time of that, and somebody underneath it, and it's going to be a penalty. 44 on the catch, by the way.
What a great throw, and under pressure, I'm telling you, he's got great hands, but he also sticks in there. He's tough. Pulled that one in. Lots of time for Brody that time to throw the ball.
Raybuck has the most time I've seen in his entire career this year. Swing pass. Goes out to Felmy. Felmy to the 20, to the 15, 10, 5. Touchdown! But a flag back at the 25-yard line might bring it back.
Yeah, it's probably going to be a block from behind.
Yeah, there was something that got the corner and helped him get to it. And it's a hold against the Braves at the 25-yard line. Felmy would have had his first career touchdown in varsity play.
You know, Bob Felmy has won at every level he's been at. I mean, with the Shikellamy Youth Program, he was the quarterback, and I think he got him into the Super Bowl every year, and that's where they play teams from all over the area.
So that'll march it back from the 25-yard line, and it will be a 10-yard and 6-point penalty.
Wow. Again, you know, a penalty. Of course, if he wouldn't have held, probably would have been
wouldn't have been 6,
yeah,
right?
Exactly.
Raybuck with a sidecar to his left. He'll take the snap. Sets up, back to pass. Comes out to the near side. Incomplete. Good timing by Canelo to get there just as the ball got there into Stahl's hands.
That's a long pass, Kevin. He threw it basically from the left hash all the way over to the opposite sideline on an out pattern, and had something on it too.
You know, on a turf field, it's level, but if this would have been an old-fashioned grass crown field, that ball might have been over Felmy's head.
Yeah.
He thrown it from the top of the crown. And a timeout called. I think this one was by Shikellamy, so now both teams have 2 timeouts remaining on this 2nd down and 20 for the Braves. Shikellamy Braves football on WKOK, sponsored in part by Countryside Landscaping Service, Shikellamy Football Boosters, the Cheer Boosters, and by Ad One. As we talked about earlier, the Shamokin Dam Health Center backbreaker play of the game coming up in the post-game show on WKOK. Join us there after we wrap things up on the WKOK Sports YouTube channel.
You know, Milton has another Shikellamy connection up here too.
Okay.
Superintendent is John Bickhart, a 1997 graduate of Shikellamy.
Also a Danville connection.
He was at Danville, yes, sir.
Yes.
He taught at Danville, was a principal up there for years. And I was glad to see John up here talking to us a little bit before the game.
I missed him. I didn't realize.
He walked in front of you twice.
I didn't realize that's who that was. He was my son's teacher for a couple of years.
That's probably why he didn't say anything
That's
to you.
probably why. Good point. Raybuck in the shotgun. Sidecar right. 3 receivers to the far side. Now they're going to move to the left, and somebody twitched.
Oh, my gosh.
Now it's going to be 2nd down and 25. Pretty soon they're going to have to get Amity Leasing to come in to make this 1st down.
Wow.
Second down and 25 from the Milton 40-yard line. 3:01 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Shikellamy leading at 13-7. Raybuck looking at a blitz. Comes back, has some time. Now has to run away from it. Fires it, and it is incomplete. But that might be grounding. He didn't get it to the line of scrimmage. And I don't know that he was out of. If he was out of the pocket, yeah, it is going to be grounding. He was not out of the pocket. The ball did not make the line of scrimmage either. So that's going to be an intentional grounding and a loss of down. And now the drive that was looking so good after the 44-yard reception by Pollock has now been nullified by another penalty, the 3rd straight. This one, intentional grounding, will mark it all the way back to the Shikellamy 43-yard line. It'll be a loss of down, so it now will be 4th down and 7 miles, and needing more than a bus ride, you're going to have to find an airline ticket for this 1st down. Braves have to get all the way down to the 16-yard line.
Kevin, the Braves went from having a touchdown and going up at that point 19-7 to now having the punt from their own 43-yard line.
You know, that's an excellent point because there were 6 points on the board with that first penalty that happened. You're absolutely right. 4th down and 38. Not sure there's too many of those in the playbook. And whistles will stop the clock. they're going to have a quick chat.
You know, Kevin, we always get in these games that last. It's like watching a baseball game before they put the pitch clock in. Gee whiz. And the officials are the big problem.
Well,
all right?
I mean, again, it's week number 1 for those guys, too. And they're and I think this is kind of a new crew. I don't remember seeing this crew together. So they're kind of learning everybody along the way, too.
Oh, it's only third down.
Yeah, it is third down. Third down and 38. Back to pass Raybuck. Raybuck has to go a half a mile, breaks a tackle. He's going to have to launch one, and he does. And he has an open receiver, and Walter, he's got it! He got it for the first down at the 13-yard line. He and the defender bumped into each other, but smartly Walter was not extending the arm and getting the push-off call.
Well, Charlie had a good scrimmage at Montoursville, caught several passes, all right, and Kevin, that's his best catch in his career here at Shikellamy.
There is a 3rd and 38 play in the playbook. And now a player down in the deep backfield of Shikellamy at the 29-yard line for Milton.
Of course, we have to, get this in.
That could be our Shamokin Dam Health Center backbreaker play of the game. There's not too many 3rd and 38s that I've seen converted.
They almost had Brody in the backfield there. They really did.
Well, twice, actually. Yeah. Wow. And that wasn't even the rainbow.
I know. That yeah.
That wasn't even the rainbow.
How did he even see him down there?
I don't have any idea. But, we've talked about that for the last couple of years. Charlie has had some key drops in games. He's I don't want to say confidence because that sounds negative, but he just needed a big catch like that to get everything going again. And, he had a couple of those in the scrimmage, too, that didn't go through.
They weren't that long, but he caught some nice – he was open and caught some nice passes from Brody.
And those two getting a connection, he's going to be a tough guy to cover at his height, about 6'2". Brody with a play fake, looking at the slant. Thomas has it at the 3, spins to the 2, touchdown, Shikellamy!
Now don't get in trouble for celebrating too much, guys.
Pollock with the spin to win for 6.
And we got somebody else hurt?
Yep, there's 2 Milton players that are down. Canelo, one of them, but he gets up under his own power.
That's just nothing more than a slant pattern. And then we're going to call that the patented spin by Thomas Pollock, because that's what he does.
That's the spin we saw at Central Columbia when he was a freshman down the sideline on about a 30-yard pass play, and then he ended up taking it the other 60 yards into the end zone.
So do you go for 2 here?
I don't think so.
I wish I had Coach Hort's paper.
You know what? Somewhere I have it. I'm going to dig it up. He had
maybe it's in the backpack in that
I don't know.
Slot.
It might be.
I found some strange stuff in there, by the way.
Most people who listen to us know that when Coach and I did the games together, he gave me his coach's 2 card.
Yeah.
And basically it has it's like a note card turned sideways, a notebook or a note card turned sideways with a list of opportunities to either go for 2 or not go for 2. And he had every one written out.
Oh, they're going for 2.
I don't know what up 12 was on the card, but on Coach Hoover's card, it's go for 2. Raybuck in the shotgun. He will play fake. Looking to Thomas in the corner. He's covered. Now he's going to fire it quickly. Incomplete. Flag flies in the end zone, no. Good defense by the Milton Black Panthers. They had him covered like a blanket. Canelo all over him. But a flag back in the sea of Black Panthers in the end zone.
It's against Shikellamy. Whatever it is, it's against Shikellamy.
And you're right, because they're not even the Braves offense is going off the field.
The official gave one of those nonchalant, what the penalty was, and then he pointed to the Braves.
So with 2:17 to go, Shikellamy goes for 2. And it's no good. It makes it 19-7 Shikellamy after the 7-yard touchdown reception for Thomas Pollock.
I don't think all year long we'll ever see a pass play like we saw to get him down there, the one from Brody to Charlie. Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, again, I think that's your leading candidate. On 3rd and 38, I think that's got to be your leading candidate for the Shamokin Dam Health Center backbreaker play of the game.
And the other thing is Brody was rolling to his left and turned and threw with his right arm as far as he could.
That's a good point.
Wow.
Yeah, if you did not see that on the WKOK Sports YouTube channel, you need to go back and watch that one. That was well worth the price of admission.
Most right-handed quarterbacks that are good can throw very well when they're going to their left across the body. But to throw it 40 yards in the air, maybe more.
We'll take this opportunity to get you updated on a couple other games in the fourth quarter. Juniata 18, Selinsgrove 7. And the Braves will kick this one deep, and they'll let Fisher take it at the 10, 15, right up the middle of the 20, 25 to the 30, breaks the tackle, the 35 to the 39-yard line, and they'll stop him finally at the 40-yard line, a 30-yard return.
He just ran through 2 tackles. I mean, guys actually I think got shoulders and arms, but he just ran right through the wraps, all right?
He looked like
I'm impressed with that young man.
You heard a thump, and that was the speed bump that he hit at the 25-yard line. Gain of about 30 on the return. Montoursville shutting out Wellsboro in the third, 45-0. Tight game. Columbia Montour Votech has now come back to take the lead over Shenandoah Valley, 22-19 in the fourth. Go to WKOK.com, click on scoreboard to see all those scores. And the direct snap goes to Lionel. Back to pass, rolling out, pressure. Comes down, and it is going to be a 1-yard gain as looked like Broomball was chasing him down. And another leg cramp on the far side for Milton. That will go down as a gain of about 1. That'll give us an opportunity to pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is Shikellamy Braves football. Opening night, Shikellamy 19 and Milton 7. Here late in the third quarter, only one score just came about 16 seconds ago in gameplay. A 7-yard touchdown reception by Thomas Pollock. The extra point, or the 2-point conversion was no good. And the Braves now lead it 19-7. Milton with the ball at the Black Panther 41-yard line with a 2nd down and 9.
I got a text from Keith Raker that says fluidity, and he spelled it for me.
Oh, good. I'm glad somebody – now we have a spelling for it. Low snap taken by Lytle. Lytle in some trouble. He's going to have to throw it off the back foot. That goes incomplete. He did have a receiver in the area, and it was at the line of scrimmage.
I thought somebody was held Noah Johnson.
Oh,
there.
wait. He took a hit, though, at the end of that, and he is getting up very slowly with that left arm. So I don't know. The hit was late. I think he just landed on it. I don't even know if he got hit. I think he just kind of stumbled off of the back foot throw and ended up landing on it funny, but he's going to stay in. 3rd down and 9 from the 41-yard line. Braves defense setting up late. Canelo brings him to the line. He will hand the ball, make that Lytle giving it to Canelo on the handoff. And a gain of 1 to the 42-yard line. That'll bring up 4th down and 8.
Have you noticed they've stopped giving the ball to Fisher?
I have.
I don't even think he's been in the game.
We'll see if we can see him on the sideline if he is there.
Well, no, is that him right? Yeah, he's in the game. They got somebody else punting the ball.
Yeah, there is somebody else punting the ball. It's going to be Souter punting the ball now. And another Milton player getting off the field with a leg cramp, hobbling his way off.
Watch the fake punt, guys.
And now we're going to have a flag.
Too many guys on the field?
Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's illegal participation against the Milton Black Panthers. They actually had 13 on at one point, until they had one hobble off. That'll bring it back to the 47-yard line. It'll be 4th down and about 13. And again, it is Souter punting, the freshman. He will get one off the side of his foot, hits very, very short. Now he's going to be picked up by Stahl. He decides to pick it up and run with it. And Stahl, who wasn't really risky, kind of took a pretty good hop waist high right at him.
Yeah, it wasn't like he was reaching for that ball. Came right up to him. Well, the Braves are going to, with a minute and 6 seconds to go here, the Braves are going to get the ball again. A pretty good field position, I think about their own 40 or 41-yard line.
Well, this is an opportunity right here to make. This is a game statement drive for the Braves if they can finish this one here with a score.
I was surprised that Milton went to the passing game so quickly. I mean,
well, again, it might be because of what you said.
Yeah,
I didn't see Fisher in a couple of plays there. See if he's in defensively right now. Not seeing him defensively either. So
lots of whistles.
Lots of whistles. 1:06 to go here in the third quarter. Give us a chance to click refresh, and on the WKOK scoreboard, Mifflinburg leading Loyalsock 40-13. North Schuylkill doubling up Mount Carmel 40-20 right now. Both those games are in the third quarter. Update you on Bloom Danville next. Raybuck with a direct snap. Back to pass. Steps up in the pocket. Snaps one off for Pollock. Pollock has it at the 45 of Milton. Spun down to the 40. Still inbounds. Breaks a tackle to the 30. 20. And down to the 15. Breaks another tackle to the 10 to the 5. High steps. Touchdown. Shikellamy.
Wow.
Oh, my. That is about the most dynamic touchdown you will ever witness. That could be the Shamokin Dam Health Center backbreaker play of the game. It's choice when you win.
I mean, first of all, he was wide open. I don't know who was supposed to be on him as he did that crossing pattern there. Caught the ball, did that step, got around two guys, put on the afterburners, and then he basically ran to 2 or 3 other tackles.
63 yards on the touchdown. Pollock's second of the game.
Well, the Braves have, in maybe the last 3 minutes, bang, bang, and put two scores across the goal line twice now.
DePhillips in for the extra point. Snaps low, sets down, the kick is up, and this one is right down the middle. So with 45.9 remaining, Shikellamy makes the extra point to make it 26-7 after the 63-yard Pollock touchdown reception. His second touchdown of the ball game.
I wonder if Coach Hoover went up to Coach Schaefer and said, "You got to get the ball into Pollock's hands."
Well, I'll tell you what. Here's the thing. He was almost out of bounds at the 40, spun off that tackle to the inside, broke another tackle at about the 35-yard line, then went down to the 20-yard line, stepped inside of another tackle, broke a tackle at the 15, and then high-stepped his way out of another tackle at the 5-yard line.
So let's go back.
Unreal.
Let's go back to when Brody was back in the pocket. He actually stepped up, just like you see a lot of players, a lot of good quarterbacks do in the pros and the college. He stepped up, so basically the guys were behind him when he left that ball go. And he spotted Pollock. He probably had a little gleam in his eyes. He saw him going across there.
Oh, he talked about Thomas Pollock being one of the dynamic runners in the area and really tough to catch from behind. Well, this time he was tough to catch.
Tough to put down.
On the side, underneath, on top, from behind, in front.
You look at him, I think if we blow on him, he'd fall over. That's not the case.
And DePhillips will hit the high end over end kick. Take it on the far side of the 12, then drop, then pick back up again. Get to the 20, to 25. That's what happens on a fumble. Canelo to the 40, to the 50. And that time, a bounce tackle almost by DePhillips, who's a soccer player, who stuck a shoulder into Canelo and may have stopped him from scoring.
Well, we haven't seen the kicker make a tackle. Nick Coons did up at Loyalsock.
But a great return by Canelo. Fumbled that ball. I think it was Canelo the return that one. Fumbled the ball a little bit at about the 10-yard line. And what happens a lot of times is your kickoff coverage kind of break down when they see that ball on the ground. And there was a lane, and he took advantage of it.
Well, so he's sprinted up through that lane, something terrific.
Milton getting a player on late now with a 1st and 10 from the Shikellamy 35-yard line. Best opportunity for Milton here in the second half. Low snap, it's covered. Here comes the pitch. That one's on the ground, and that one's going to be fought for. I think Milton might have come up with that one.
Yeah.
That was an option play to Brody Locke, and Locke, the freshman, bobbled it and just snuck it out of the hands of Chase Schwartz.
When your quarterback's running the triple option, after he fakes the ball to the dive back, he actually kept losing ground. He was supposed to come down the line and attack that guy. He kept losing ground and had to give the ball up. So
well, they're not going to get this play off before the end of the third quarter, and it's been a big third quarter for Shikellamy. They converted on 3rd down and 38, and a big 66-yard pass play to take a 26-7 lead going into the fourth quarter over the Milton Black Panthers. This is Shikellamy Braves football on News Radio 1070 WKOK, on the WKOK Sports YouTube channel, and streaming presented by Lackawanna College.
Find your new Mazda during the More Move You sales event going on now. Move into a Mazda CX-50 with financing as low as 0.9% for 60 months. The Mazda CX-90 will fit your lifestyle with multiple third-row options, while the Mazda CX-70 offers huge amounts of cargo space while remaining responsive and nimble. Both models offer thousands in customer cash and financing as low as 2.9% for 72 months. Move into a Mazda, the YOLO, in WNL Mazda, off Route 11 in Northumberland, and online at WNLMazda.com.
Canelo back to pass, rolling out to the near side, fires, has an open man, it is caught! Foot forward, caught by Souter. He's still fighting with Stahl for it, but it's the receiver that gets the benefit of the dual catch. Big pass play right at the start of the fourth quarter. That one will be spotted at the 10-yard line, and it will be a 26-yard pass play. Milton not done yet. And a timeout by Shikellamy. We'll take a timeout with them. 11:37 to go in this one. Shikellamy leading at 26-7. Milton driving. This is Shikellamy Braves football on News Radio 1070 WKOK, on the WKOK Sports YouTube channel, and our streaming presented by Lackawanna College.
At Paul Q. Ross Construction, your project isn't just blueprints and lumber. It's the fulfillment of your dream. From additions and remodels to custom homes, outdoor living spaces, and more, we walk with you every step of the way, making the progress stress-free and exciting.
This is Paul at Construction.
Ready to bring your vision to life? Go with the best.
In this one, Milton trying to get back in this one, trailing at 26-7. Milton with that big pass play a few moments ago and the dual catch. Stahl had some good coverage, but it was ripped out of his hands. And a low snap, handoff, nope, it's going to have to be Lytle by himself, and that low snap just blew that play up. Brody Raybuck in there for the Braves, also there leading the way, Noah Johnson, and that'll go down as a big loss.
Well, Brody coming in from the linebacker position probably was in the blitz, and Noah playing defensive end on that side, got rid of his block and finished off the tackle.
That'll be a loss of 7, bringing up 2nd down and goal at the 17. That was the worst position, by the way, the 10-yard line, 1st and goal at the 10.
Well,
the only way to get a first down is by penalty at
Fisher's
that point.
back in there, and they just gave him the ball.
He's got the ball, and he's just got a head of steam. He's got the 7 yards back, and he's got the other 10 for the touchdown. Milton back on the scoreboard with 10:52 to go as Fisher races it 17 yards, just busting tackles left and right.
Kevin, there must have been 5, 6 guys holding on to him, and he still ran through the tackle, ran through everything. 26-13.
And will they go for 2 here, or will this be an extra point? Looks like they might be going for 2.
Well, you got Fisher. I'd give it to him.
I don't. They have him split out this time. Canelo is the back along with Lytle. Lytle calls for the ball. Low snap going out to the near side. Rolling, looking, firing back in the end zone. Caught! And it'll be good for 2 to Brady O'Rourke, the sophomore. 26-15 now. Milton trailing Shikellamy with the 2-point conversion.
I just don't understand why the Fisher isn't in there all the time.
Unless he just wasn't feeling well, and then got himself squared away. That's the only other thing I can think of. 10:52 to go here in this final stanza.
Is it bedtime yet?
Not quite.
9:16.
It's not as late as you think it is.
This game's been going on 2 hours and 16 minutes.
It's not as late as you think it is.
Maybe I think it's late because of all the stoppage there's
Could
been.
be.
Well,
don't forget, in the post-game show on WKOK, we'll have the Shamokin Dam Health Center backbreaker play of the game. Shamokin Dam Health Center and Workplace Injury Institute. They can help you with medical care, chiropractic care, rehabilitation, and more. Give them a call on Monday at 570-743-4333 for an appointment or just an adjustment.
Oh my gosh, this is a great comment from one of our fans.
Okay.
Looks like Kevin got his touchdown call 4 times tonight. It took him 5 games to do that last year. That's great. Good job, Keith Draker. Good job.
Unfortunately, that's true. And now here comes the kick for the Milton Black Panthers. End over end kick, taken at the 10 by Pollock. To the hash marks, to the 15, to the 20, to the 25. He's got a head of steam. He's got to the outside of the 40, to the 50, to the 45, to the 40. Knocked down at the 40-yard line, and a gain of 50 on the return. But a big hit at the end of that one for the Milton Black Panthers. Looked like it was the kicker that actually delivered that one.
He did a nice job once he caught the ball. He didn't head up full head of steam right away. He kind of looked things over, saw a little opening in the middle, and then he just cut to his right, and things opened up even more.
Ball at the 40-yard line. Shikellamy looking to answer back after Milton got themselves back into the game, trailing it now by 11. Raybuck looking over the defense now on this 1st and 10 as they reset the chains at the 40-yard line of Milton. They whistle the ball in play. And Raybuck hands it off. At the 41-yard line, there is not much running room there for Chase Schwartz. Nope, I'm going to correct that. That's not Schwartz, it's Tristan Smith.
I would use as much time on the clock as I can here, and I think they are doing that.
Yeah, I think that's the idea here. I believe you are right. That is the idea.
Going to use the full extent of that play clock.
Play clock down to 12 now. Down to 9. Raybuck now will set up. He'll hand the ball. Nope. Yeah, it is going to be a handoff. I was going to say it looked like he was going to do a quick hitter or a quick pass, and Tristan Smith gets wrapped up immediately. They'll give him a head of steam at the 46-yard line of Milton, but it'll still be a loss of about 5.
Number 9 made the tackle. Isn't that the sophomore?
It is Brady O'Rourke, the sophomore. You are correct.
Like I said, he's going to He's going to have a good career here.
3rd down and 14 at the Milton 44-yard line. Raybuck taking the direct snap at the 50. 2-step drop. Sets up. Looks long downfield. Has Pollock. It is intercepted. Big pick that time for Souter, who stepped in front of Pollock so he could not get back to the ball. And he'll pick it off at the 10-yard line.
Needed to be a little longer, I think.
It did, but then you look at the other side of it, and it was a pretty good punt.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right. Yep.
So, I mean, you don't want to do it necessarily on 3rd down, but if you want to find the silver lining, I guess that would be the silver lining.
Is that Brody's first interception?
That is the first one. And it's the first of the season, too.
Gosh.
I got the fluidity of the stats going
I
now.
got you.
Lytle with a sidecar to his left. He's going to redirect the blocking scheme now. He's going to call for the ball. Low snap, swing pass near side. It is complete there to Souter. Souter trying to break a tackle. Does to the 15. Turns it up to the 19-yard line.
I think Souter is their Thomas Pollock.
That could very well be.
He's about the same size. Very hard to bring down. I'll tell you what, if you're a fan, this is a very entertaining game.
Absolutely. 2nd down and 9, and if you're Milton right now, your coaching staff, you're saying, remember last year? We were down last year late in the game, too. Lytle now with the direct snap. The snaps have been low. That one pretty good.
Wow, look at that hole.
And there is a huge hole before it finally gets closed up by Raybuck, I think it was Raybuck getting in there late, but not before the 1st down carry. That was Canelo on the run, and he's getting up slow.
Number 9.
Oh, that was 9. Canelo was the lead block, and O'Rourke was the player there. We'll take a timeout with him. 8:46 remaining with a timeout for the injury. It is Shikellamy 26, Milton 15. This is Shikellamy Football on News Radio 1070 WKOK, on the WKOK Sports YouTube channel, and streaming, presented by Lackawanna College.
The Subaru Lot to Love event going on now through September 2nd at W&L Subaru. Love all the savings in a capable Crosstrek or tactical Outback, with financing as low as 0% for 72 months and over 380 new Subarus to choose from. Love the all-new Subaru Forester Hybrid, delivering up to 580 miles of range and all the safety features that will make your trips to school or work a breeze. Love a brand you can trust and an experience you won't forget. Offer at 11 in Northumberland and online at WNLSubaru.com.
8:46 to go here in this final stanza. We'll keep it with you the whole time in the final 8:46 for this one, as Milton has a 1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line, trailing it by 11 after Canelo gets up a little bit of help after the injury timeout.
I think it was a cramp again. It seemed that way.
Yeah, I agree. Milton, by the way, with 1 timeout remaining. Low snap handled by Lytle. Lytle will look for the quick pass. It wasn't there. Has to put his head down, go up the middle. He's going to be dropped for a loss of 2. That'll go down technically as a sack. 2nd down and 12 now for Milton. Play clock winding with 8:21 to go, as we have a couple of choices for the Shamokin Dam Health Center backbreaker play of the game. We'll have that coming up for you at the post-game of the radio broadcast and the audio broadcast. Lytle now, low snap control, pressure coming from the backside, has to roll out to the near side. That one he's going to just plain throw away. Pass was intended for Brady Wolf, but that really wasn't catchable.
I think he was trying to get it to Brady, but he just had, it was a little too high, and it went out of bounds.
And then the training staff came rushing. Well, the coaching staff, the training staff actually came rushing.
Well, 21 for Shikellamy was laying on his back there.
Well, they got him back up, I guess.
And he's going to go out of the game.
But they're going to have to, because the officials did stop play. So he will have to come out, and he does. And this will be a punting situation now. Or is it 4th? No, 3rd down. Sorry, 3rd down and 11.
Bob Felmy came in to play that quarter. That was Hoover, wasn't it? 21? Yeah.
Lytle now trying to get a good snap. That one low, he has to go down for that one. And it's been messing up the timing, and that pass was just a sidearm pass that was short and became a turf burner. And his receiver is down now. But again, I think the biggest problem Milton has in their passing game right now, Chief, is the fact that those snaps are not at the belt of Lytle. He's had to go down, and that slows everything down.
The Braves, the last 2 times, have not rushed any. They've rushed three people. That's about it, 3 or 4. And it's not that he's getting a lot of pressure, but they're putting enough pressure on him that he has to get out of the pocket. And you're right. You get that low snap, and your whole sense of what's going on in the play all of a sudden becomes very confusing.
Jersey Shore gets their opening night win, a 27-7 win over Dallas. That game at Thompson Street Stadium. Midwest looking at a big win over Central Columbia, 27-7. And Bloomsburg beating Danville 27-10. Here's the punt. It is taken by Stahl at the 45 to the 40. He's got those pink cleats moving to the 25, to the 20, and knocked out of bounds at the 20-yard line.
That punt was just low enough and quick enough. It wasn't long that Corbin Stahl could come up and grab the ball on the run and get to the left side quickly, and there was nobody there.
Nobody at all.
There.
Last check, Bloomsburg was still leading Danville 27-10 in the third quarter. We'll see if we can get an update of that. That was one of the tight games of the night. In the fourth quarter now, it is Columbia Montour Votech 22, Shenandoah Valley 19. And finally, Selinsgrove and Juniata. That's now a final. Juniata 18, Selinsgrove 7. And again, a timeout. This one, was this a charge timeout? I believe this one is a charge timeout.
It says that Milton has 1 timeout left and Shikellamy has 2. No, I'm sorry.
No, you're right.
Milton has 2 and Shikellamy has 1.
So this might be a Shikellamy charge timeout. I did not get a chance to see the official.
Oh, the Braves could shut the door on this one if they could punch one in here. But we have seen so many bizarre things happen once they got down inside the. Well, they're not in the red zone yet, are they?
No, they are not in the
inside the 20.
In the catch-up zone yet.
What's the tomato company that does the Penn State? Del Grosso
red zone.
Red zone for Penn State.
Well, the Del Grosso red zone will be going with Steve Jones and Jack Ham next Saturday on Eagle 107.
That's right. Steve just said, how about the Chef Boyardee red zone?
Well, that would be all right here. Yeah. That's a good thinking. Now, if his stat program would work, that would be even better. Here's the handoff off the left side, and a nice little run off the left side there for Keeley.
I'll bet he has both hands on that ball.
I would imagine so. He fumbled it at the 1 yard line in the red zone attempt that did not end up in a score.
He picked up 5 yards on that play.
By the way, a final in Philadelphia, Washington 5, Philadelphia 4. Washington coming back from a 4-4 tie to win it. Raybuck in the shotgun, sidecar right on this 2nd down and 5 from the 17. He'll send a man in motion, and flags are going to fly. Not going to be a delay of game.
Either that or it's going to be
false start.
False start.
I wonder if maybe the center, it came from the back judge, so I wonder if maybe the center might have done a fake snap on the ball by accident.
I don't know, but I get tired of shooting ourselves in the foot with these situations. So now instead of 2nd and 5, you've got 2nd and 10.
Well, that's all right. The Braves still have a 3rd and 38 in the play.
I know.
In the playbook, so you're all right.
You probably won't see one of those the rest of the year.
Well, I mean, you still got a long time to go before you get to that play in the playbook. .6:55 and counting to go in this one. Shikellamy up by 11 here in the fourth quarter. Raybuck in with the direct snap. Looking downfield. Now he's got to roll out under pressure. Throws it off his back foot. Fires it out of bounds. Was that actually caught?
Yes, it was.
Oh, my. What a catch by Corbin Stahl right about the first down marker. Oh, wow.
That pass threaded the needle, too. There were 2 defenders, one on either side of Stahl, and I thought the one in the back was going to intercept it, but it got through and Corbin caught it.
A, I don't know how he got it in double coverage. B, I don't know how he got a foot in bounds. But C, He threw that ball at the sideline that time, so the only place that it would have been caught is by Stahl. So that'll go down as a 14-yard gain. It'll bring up 3rd down and 1. There's the handoff, and it goes to Vaders. It was across the 10 to the 8.
Should be a first down.
It will indeed be a first down inside the 10-yard line. 1st and goal at the 8.
You know, I think the Braves defense played much better in the second half. I really do.
They did have a couple of plays where things kind of broke a little bit, but overall, I think you're right. They've given up 2 scores tonight. Raybuck with a direct snap, has time, finds the out pattern, bobbled by Felmy, but he does come up with the catch before going out of bounds.
That's not Felmy.
It's not?
No, is it 12?
No, it's 10.
10. Oh, it is 10. I'm sorry. You know what? My eyes are bad. I didn't think that was a 0.
Are the contacts there?
Bob Felmy. Yeah, I got him in.
Do you have him in? Okay. It's a gain of about 1 on the out pattern. Be 2nd down and goal from the 8-yard line. Clock winding with 5:38 remaining here in this one. Raybuck sends a man in motion. That's going to be the give. And Felmy breaks a tackle, spins, and is spun around and drugged down for a gain of 1 to the 7-yard line. It'll bring up 3rd down and goal from the Milton 7.
You know, I think, but because Bobby scored that touchdown and the penalty came back on a hold, you know, I think guys feel bad about it because they've gotten the ball to him on a pass and now on a run.
Don't forget, coming up in the postgame, the Shamokin Dam Health Center backbreaker play of the game. The play that we thought changed everything. And now, man in motion. It's going to be the fake to Felmy. It's going to be Brody all by himself.
Oh, there's
Raybuck to the 5, to the 4. And he's still going to be 4 yards away from pay dirt. It'll be 4th and goal from the 4.
So you kick a field goal? That's what they're going to do.
The tough part is it's on the far hash mark, though. That is going to be a really tough angle.
Yeah, the Phillips kid's a tough kid.
I'm not debating that. This would be his first field goal attempt of the season. It will be a 21-yard attempt from the far hash mark. The soccer player turned kicker in his 2nd year. Low snap. Kick is a line drive, winding to the left, and no good. So with 3:59 remaining in this one, Milton will have the ball at their own 4-yard line. And again, I think the low snap might have been a little bit of a timing issue there on that kick, too.
Won't the ball come out to the 20?
You're right, actually. I apologize. You are absolutely correct. Inside the 20 for a field goal, the ball comes to the 20-yard line. And that is why you're here, Chief, to keep me in line.
No, I'm actually here for the ride.
You're here for the food.
I'm here for the food, yeah. The bacon.
The bacon, right. Welcoming you into the broadcast booth with us for just a few short minutes there on the WKOK Sports YouTube channel. It's a little chaotic in here sometimes. Lytle, low snap, gets it. Throws back, in trouble. That one is going to be intentional grounding because he is not outside the pocket, and that ball, well, actually it did make the line of scrimmage. It made it by 2 yards. So that is not going to be an intentional grounding. That will be,
he was
still in the pocket.
Want to bet?
He was still in the pocket, yeah. Yeah, he did not get outside of the pocket. The ball did make it to the 22-yard line. Okay. There's so many elements there that I have to go through it in the process, and I'm like, wait a minute.
You need to wait and see the referee on that side looked at the head guy, and he goes like this, and right away he threw the flag.
So that'll be intentional grounding and a loss of down, and that will, from the spot, which was the 4-yard line, ironically enough, where the Braves missed the extra point.
But don't they mark off a penalty too? They did against Shikellamy.
I think it's a spot foul.
It was. I know that, but never mind. I was probably looking at a different game.
The fluidity wasn't there.
Yeah.
And that one is going to be not a safety, even though he didn't get out of the end zone, or he did get out of the end zone, was pushed back in. The running back will go back and lose 3 yards on that carry to the 1 yard line, so it'll bring up 3rd down and about 20. Well, they're going to spot him at the 2 yard line, so it'll be 3rd down and 28. I think it was Canelo on the carry that time.
Another Milton player lost his helmet in that game, in that one play.
Montgomery defeats Hughesville 14-0. That game now a final. Columbia Montour Votech extending their lead over Shenandoah Valley 36-19. That one in the 4th quarter now.
You know, I was going to say Hughesville doesn't have a lot of players. They were at the scrimmage with Shikellamy and Montoursville, but I'm thinking Montgomery probably doesn't either.
Yeah. Bloomsburg, by the way, in the 4th quarter at Ironman Stadium, leading the Ironman 30-10 right now, and then a whistle for a timeout. And that timeout by the Milton Black Panthers will be timeout number 2. They have 1 remaining. Big thank you to all of our WKOK Sports sponsors, our WKOK Sports YouTube channel sponsors as well. They make it possible for us to bring you all these games throughout the year. We do really appreciate their help, along with Ryan McDonald, our technical director on the WKOK YouTube channel, and Riley McDonald working the cameras tonight. Ryan assures me that replay will be here next week. This week, you're now in the WKOK Sports broadcast booth. It may be something you didn't want, but that's what we're going to give you anyway for now. Chief, say hi.
Hi.
There you go. We're going to have to get a little cue light for David so he knows when it's on.
I was doing what most people do when
Look at your phone?
downtime. I was on my phone.
You're looking at your phone.
Yeah. I was checking my stocks, all right? Now, this is scary that if Ryan can put us on TV just like that, he could get us at improper times, all right? We might be.
That's a good point. We have a lot of trust in him right now. Canelo back to pass in his own end zone. He's going to have to throw it. It is intercepted. Intercepted by Felmy to the 10, to the 5. Touchdown! Shikellamy, pick 6 for the freshman.
Well, he got his touchdown. That's great.
A Felmy pick 6 with 2:55 to go here in this one.
He's limping, though. I hope he's all right. You know, I can't not talk about the Felmy family. I mean, his dad, who played at Georgia and was with the Giants, of course, but he played quarterback for Denny Lynch and I when he was in 8th grade. And his mother, Bria Dalpiaz, was one of our girls that played basketball.
I was going to say, she was a basketball player
and
for you.
Probably one of the best rebounders that we had. So he doesn't get all those athletic genes from the Felmy side.
Extra point now coming up for DePhillips. He's missed 1 here today and missed a field goal. Good snap this time. Sets down. Kick is up, high enough, long enough, and that one splits the uprights good. Shikellamy 33, Milton 15 after the Felmy pick 6. And the Braves, with 2:55 to go, may have put this one away, and there's another opportunity for the Shamokin Dam Health Center backbreaker play of the game.
I still have to go with
it's hard to beat 3rd and 38.
Yeah, Pollock's. No, Pollock's touchdown was just out of this world. All right, but you're right.
Yeah, the 66-yarder where he spins off of about 6 different tackles.
Yeah.
You've got Charlie Walters' big catch on 3rd and 38. You know, you've got the pick 6 there. I mean, there's to use a Bloomsburg fair line from the Carnival people, choice when you win.
Steve got his stats going.
Oh, that's good.
In this half, the Braves have 6 first downs. They've rushed 12 times for 32 yards. They've thrown the ball 6 for 169 yards. Brody's 6 for 10 with 2 touchdowns and 1 interception. Braves have 4 penalties for 28 yards.
And Steve, what's the quarterback rating on that? Can you do that kind of math on that stat?
Happy birthday. Happy birthday, Kevin. That's good, though. That's pretty cool. I like that.
The Shields ready to boot the ball away, and this time he'll squib it. It is taken and dropped by one of the up men, then picked up at the 23-yard line. He'll spin to the outside, try and turn the corner. That's going to be Santos, and Luis Santos now will get it back to the 40-yard line. It seems no matter where Shikellamy kicks the ball, Milton returns it to about the 40-yard line.
Well, Bryce Shambaugh put a hit on him. It was a pretty good hit to get him out of bounds.
Midwest has now defeated Central Columbia 27-7. That's a final now. Line Mountain 38, Lewisburg 13 in the fourth. Go ahead. I'm not going to read it.
No, that's all right.
I'm sorry.
It doesn't surprise me. I think Midwest, Central Columbia's football program has not been the best, and I think Midwest, they threw together some pretty competitive teams a lot of times.
It wasn't that long ago. They were playing Sealands Grove in a district playoff game.
That's right, in the rain.
Oh boy,
that night.
I remember that one. I was under the umbrella.
I was at home watching it on
Yes,
TV.
you were. Back to pass. Make that Lytle. Lytle rolls out. That's a shovel pass. He did have somebody in the general area, but again, he was outside the tackle box as well.
The Braves are not rushing a lot of people, and they're still putting a lot of pressure on him.
I want to go back to something we kind of touched on in the pregame show. Braves have 4 starters. Well, would have had 4 starters if there wasn't an illness. Would have had 4 returning starters on the offensive line from a year ago in this exact game. That didn't happen all year last year, and look at the time Brody has had tonight. He has not been really under pressure more than maybe two pass plays.
It's one of those things that we saw in the scrimmage.
Back to pass, firing it downfield. Pass is tipped, intended for Souter.
Nice job by Hoover. He
That was
tipped
Maddox.
that ball. Maddox Hoover tipped it.
And Thomas went down hard on the turf and landed awkwardly. And I think it might just be a leg cramp. Yep, that's exactly what it is. North Schuylkill, 62. Mount Carmel, 20. That is not going to go well down in Tornadoville. That will not be a fun Friday night down there, and I'm sure the tailgate started about 3 o'clock down in Mount Carmel.
Well, actually, there's a lot of places they get together, not just tailgating.
True.
They have a big parade before every game.
Yes, yeah, the band, yeah. One of the things that I'm a little surprised about is Shamokin leading Pottsville in the fourth quarter, 34-14. I'm a little bit surprised that one is that wide open.
Isn't that where Mike Brennan went to coach, Pottsville,
from
Danville?
I knew you were going to ask me that. I don't remember. I think. Williamsport leads Wyoming Valley West 31-14 as I quickly change topics.
That's all right. We can fact check that. Do we have an AI chat we can call once in a while?
Can you imagine an AI version of Chief?
No, I don't think so.
I might actually have to create that now. 2:30 remaining here in this one. 33-15 in favor of Shikellamy. Milton with the ball for 3rd and 10 at the 40-yard line of Milton. Lytle with back split behind him. Now the give to Canelo off the left side to the 40, 45, middle of the field to the 50, to the 45. He's in the open field to the 20, 15, and drugged down from behind by Vaders. Or I'm sorry,
Vader.
By Vaders, yes,
Vader, yeah.
at the 14-yard line.
They fired everybody that time, and I don't think one person saw him catch the ball in the backfield, but he made a move on the linebacker and got by the linebacker, and that's when he really picked it up.
46 yards on the return, or on the run. Clock winding with 2:10 remaining. They'll send a man in motion, now back the other way. Handoff goes to the right side. That man in motion was the lead blocker for Canelo. And he will get across the 15 now to the 13-yard line, a gain of about 1.
Canelo's another kid here at Milton that I think is going to have a good career.
I think so too.
And the Souter boy, I think he's only a freshman.
He's a freshman.
I mean, I was impressed with him tonight too.
He's a freshman. Canelo is a senior this year. But, they could really, if they can get both running backs going, they have a two-headed monster there. Canelo, a slasher, and you got Fisher, the power back. There's Canelo again off the left side, breaks another tackle to the 10. And the Braves say they picked up the ball. There was no whistle, and they return it to the 17-yard line.
No, they're going to bring it back. He's pointing at it. He's down.
I was going to say, I didn't hear a whistle, but then again, we're a mile away, so.
Braves defense was, it's like when they do a challenge in baseball, the defense runs off the field, but then they have to come back on.
I originally thought he was down at the, but I didn't remember hearing a whistle at that particular moment.
I'll tell you, Canelo also runs straight ahead.
Yeah.
He does, nobody seems, I mean, his feet are moving all the time, and he always falls forward.
3rd down and 7 from the 11-yard line. Most definitely 4-down territory here. Again, a low snap, ball's on the ground. Shikellamy can't hop on it, and Milton is able to get on it. And that was one of those young team mistakes and early season mistakes of pick it up and run with it instead of just hopping on the football. And it looks like on the coverage or on the recovery was Souter, I believe.
They needed to have line coaches like they did years ago. You never pick the ball up, you fall on it if you're a lineman.
The chances of a lineman going that distance is going to be slim to none, and Slim just left.
When we get off the air, I'll give you a little story, all right?
This sounds like one of those that maybe ought to be on our podcast later.
Yeah, I think so.
And here comes Lionel. Looks like that play was just a little confusion, and he throws it into the end zone, almost intercepted, and then almost completed to Marciniak.
Well, Maddox Hoover came over and knocked the ball down. So Braves get the ball on downs.
And you can hear the Shikellamy fans with 1.2 to go in the turnover on downs, getting ready across the way to celebrate an opening night victory. They thought they had one a year ago. It took over 365 days to get that opening night victory this time.
I would imagine there's 1.2 seconds left.
Well, every night at the end of practice, they do victory formation, and it looks like they may be able to do it here. And they're going to say put 5 seconds on the clock. So they want 5 on the clock. The official put up 5 fingers, so.
I don't think so. I don't think they're going to put 5 seconds on it.
I don't know. He put up 5 fingers and pointed toward the box, so I'm kind of confused. Well, the Braves offense is out. Well, I mean, it doesn't matter. 5 seconds, 1.2 seconds. Milton has 1 timeout if they choose to use it, but the Braves will be in victory formation at the 11-yard line. So it'll be 1st down, and the Braves will take a knee and run out the clock. And you can hear the fans on the far side. They are ecstatic, and a full capacity stands on the visiting sideline, enjoying a Shikellamy opening night win. Shikellamy 33 and Milton 15. That's our final. For our entire WKOK Sports YouTube channel crew, I'm Kevin Herr. Thanks for joining us on WKOK Sports. You can always check us out on YouTube and watch this game at your leisure, and every live broadcast on your TV at home. For our radio listeners and our audio listeners, we'll have the post-game show in the Shamokin Dam Health Center backbreaker play of the day coming up next. This is Shikellamy Braves football on News Radio 1070 WKOK, the WKOK Sports YouTube channel, and audio streaming presented by Lackawanna College.